What's going on, everyone? This week, off the dome. What's going on, everyone? We're here with episode 179 of the Storm Beach podcast, talking about all things great and garbage this week. What's going on, Keelan?
G'day. Coming to you from the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounded by all things Ned's milk.
Yep.
Sitting on a fucking gold mine here now that it's discontinued.
Collector's item. You keep one sealed. For good.
Should I open it or should I keep it sealed? No, I'll probably drink it. I think.
You can keep the bottle. Collector's item.
It's only a plastic bottle. So,
yeah,
probably
but,
not.
You know, it's got Ned's milk printed on it.
I can take the label off. Go to a tattoo shop and ask them to put the label on me. Just trace this, brother.
That would be commitment.
Yeah.
To get a discontinued brand tattooed on you.
Yeah,
right,
I'm not
that's
sure
the only
if
reason
Ned would appreciate it either. He might think it's weird.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm still doing the pod. I have to.
Don't have a discontinued pod on your leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Fucking
Oh,
mischief.
fucking nothing.
It
Something I
was
did
the
for
best
3 years, it went
sportscast on
nowhere.
the internet. No, we're slow cooking this.
It's. I've always thought it's better to build a brand organically and let people come to you, let people stumble into you somehow, by not putting much out there. That way, you know, if it finds them, it's for them.
If the Byron Bay hippies love organic food, why don't they love finding podcasts organically?
Exactly. They have a footy team there.
Yeah, the Byron Bay Bananas.
That would be a much better name than... I mean, there's not a lot of bananas around Byron, but
Nah.
they're the Magpies, and it doesn't really make any sense.
No, not allowed.
No.
Everywhere's got a magpies, unfortunately, though, don't they?
Yeah. Correct.
But also everywhere has the bird. So, I mean, I guess it lines up.
Yeah, I suppose. But, like, they could have picked something coastal.
The Byron Bay lighthouses.
Yeah.
The Byron Bay homeless hippies. The
Ballina Bombers doesn't make a lot of sense, but...
alliteration.
At least
you get
alliteration.
top marks for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have an airport too.
They do have an airport. I don't think it was ever used for bombing.
Just like Essendon.
True. It's probably about as big as Essendon Airport, Essendon Fields Airport.
Well, there you go. They've really thought this one through.
Yeah. There's the Lismore Swans. Not sure on that one.
They could have gone the Lismore Lima Beans.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Or the Leopards, maybe.
Nah.
And there's the Nimbin Demons as well.
The Nimbin Numbats would have been so much better.
Yeah.
That would have been sick, actually. I take it these are all teams you play against?
No, these are Aussie rules teams, but
The actual Aussie. Okay, yep.
Yeah, these are local teams. Now that
how are you off the doming all these?
I'm a sports guy, you know.
Yeah, everyone. We are the premier Northern Rivers local AFL club podcast. Yeah.
But yeah, now that there's actually a men's league in this region again, and it's not that Ballina had to combined with Byron to then play in the Gold Coast comp. And that was all that was happening.
So you're going to change? You're going to code swap?
Probably not, because I've played one season of Aussie Rules ever. It was fine, but I don't think I think I'd have to be much fitter.
Yeah, well, there's only one way to do that, isn't it? You just fucking get it done, mate.
Yeah. And the... I'm trying to think of the other one. Lennox Saints, I think, is the other team in the local area.
But they could have also gone the Lima Benz.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not, red, white, and black or black. They're black, white, and green.
No.
Yeah, correct. Maybe the Leprechauns would have been a better nickname for them.
The Leprechaun. Yeah, it is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Well, we'll send all these clubs an email and see if they're keen for a rebrand. I think we should CC them all in the same chain too, and just let them know all their new club names, and see if any of them respond. And not even BCC, like literally, like they're all on the same chain and sees everyone's responses, kind of vibe. Rude not to. Anyway, what is going on? Went to the town named after the year 1770. It's called 1770.
Creatively
weekend. Yeah. Something about Captain Cook landing his boat there and then starting atrocities with the local population or something.
Sure.
In 1770. So that was for Salty Gig on Friday, Saturday? Yep. No, Saturday, Sunday, which was delightful. Speaking of atrocities with the local population, the festival was made a good effort for the local mob. So they did their literally they did song and dance.
Nice.
But they joined up with one of the other bands and did solid rock.
Oh,
full with didgeridoo solo, which was just elite.
Yeah,
like actually the coolest instrument.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was very cool. They had two didgeridoo dudes going at the same time. I was like, this is very peak.
Coming at you in four dig sort of sound.
But yeah, it was very cool. I took in. You walk around a festival, you look at all the food trucks, you see, the usual, there'll be a Mexican, there's a
spiral potato on a stick.
There's always a spot. Well, yeah. Well, hold your horses, mate. All right. So you walk past all the bougie stuff. Your Mexican, your burgers, your whatever, and then you walk. You keep going, and you end up at hot food, cold drinks.
Yes. Yep.
You know what they sell? Hot food and cold drinks. We're talking, potato in the form of a spiral on a stick.
Yep.
Dagwood dogs.
Dagwood dog.
Hot dogs. Hot dogs already pre-assembled, pre-sauced in a bag.
Yep.
Just peak. So, yeah, ended up both there and getting allegedly Bundy's best pie, which was not from hot food, cold drinks, but it was just kind of okay.
Well, that's a bit disappointing if it's their best. You had to have Bundy's worst pie then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, we did actually stop in at the one thing to do in Bundaberg on the way through.
The rum
the
factory, I
distillery.
assume? Yep.
Yeah. Who sell a hot dog at the moment.
Okay.
And they call it, hold on. Stand by. Oh, I didn't put it on my phone because it wasn't a great photo. They called it the play for time here, Keelan.
It's going to be a bad pun, isn't it?
If I remember correctly, it was. Oh, there's a photo of Harry wearing a Bundy Bucker hat in the shop. There's a photo of Aiden outside by the big Bundaberg statue. Typical. Yeah, Aiden spent he hit the liqueurs actually. Didn't even get any rum. They were quite tasty though, mind you. No, can't find the photo. I've just filled time for nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing here. Local man possibly takes too many photos. Not sure if it was even a pun at this point. I'm really not sure. But yeah, before Bundy, so I've done this whole story in reverse actually. We stopped over at Papa Gooden's farm on the way through, which was lovely. Which is by the small town of Tyro. Got to just kind of hang out all day Friday, which was a nice foot off the gas kind of. Just listen to the boys play acoustic guitar and stuff, which was delightful. And here we go. It wasn't really a pun at all. It was just called the Bundy Banger.
And it was
only $8.
Not a snag.
It was a hot dog.
Interesting.
Yeah, but in a bun and everything. Unfortunately, I believe it had some sort of sweet sauce. So I opted not to buy one.
Have rum in it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I think it was like smoky barbecue or some shit.
Yep.
So I don't know. But yeah, I got a Bundy creaming soda because they're pretty good.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, the one with they put grape juice in it or something.
Oh,
yeah, it's bougie, and not wine. Like unfermented.
Bit going on.
Yeah, it's quite good. And I think that's the TLDR of my weekend. What's going on with you?
Yeah, nice. Thanks for asking. Geez, what did I get up to? Obviously, watched a bit of footy Thursday night.
The good stuff.
Friday night went and assisted in marking the lines on our home ground for the game on the weekend. It had all the rugby league lines on it, and rugby union has a few different ones, so we had to add some extras, and then we ended up repainting over their special red lines, which are on the 40 and the 20, in white paint, just to stick it to them.
Yeah,
but it was a little 2-man operation. Me and the club president just sorting that out. It was
all right, simmer down, bud. Hanging out with El Presidente on the weekend. All right.
Knocked off at 4. Went there to sort that out. He was like, "Yeah, thanks for coming. No one else is here." And I tried getting the tape. Had the big long measuring tape you get in PE out, the 100-meter long one on the big spool. And I was like, I tried to put the tape here and then take it to the other end and mark out my spots with the and it just wasn't working. It was 40k wins, so it was just heaps of slack flapping about. So even as a 2-man job, it was a bit, bit curvy, but good enough. So he just sort of went around the outside, marked all the, solid lines that were remarked, all the solid lines that were already there. The field was a bit wet, one half of it, especially where the drainage wasn't great, was fairly squishy. So we're doing this operation barefoot, of course.
Just got to ground yourself, really. You are in the
exactly. Just
you've
nice
lost
getting a
after
good
Byron.
Yeah, get a good feel of the ground, a bit of grass in the mouth and stuff, as you do. Spent as he was, I think it was just sort of emptying out the line marker. He's got a ute with a fridge set up in the back, so he's like, "Oh, you want a beer?" And he just essentially has a case of beers at all time on him, just cold in his car fridge. Pretty sweet. So you just cruising around as he's finishing off the paint that was in the thing, while I was emu parade next to him, picking up every little piece of rubbish that had come out of the bins that got blown over, and then the ibises had been in when he got there, and they were like scattered all over the field. So
Ew.
yeah, that was fun.
Classic ibis.
Yeah, and then it started raining a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. We're like, well, hopefully this dries a bit and doesn't just get washed off. It stayed. It was all right when we got the next day, although it did rain overnight and about 3 hours before we started playing. So there was not a singular dry spot on the field for our game.
Sick.
Luckily the under-18s game that was meant to be on first got canned. So we were on first, so it wasn't too bad or too chopped up or whatever. I think it held up fairly well anyway, because it's fairly sandy base pitch. It's fairly
Did you
solid.
end up looking like
wet.
Josh Weddle on the weekend?
No, I
Covered
did
in
not.
paint from the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did not join Blue Man Group like he did. But no, it was very,
Pretty
very
sure he
wet.
was just cosplaying Jake Sully.
Yeah, true. About the same size as the alien as well. Same sort of build.
Yeah, just long boy.
Yeah.
Not in Kansas anymore. We're in Launceston. Or such.
A little bit muddy, but not too bad because of the base of the field. Mainly sandy. It was just so wet that there was just water sitting on it, and there was just nowhere for it to go. But yeah, we lost 10-17 in the wet against a team that we lost against Casuarina. We played 2 weeks ago, and we lost to up at Byron Bay. So whatever, we were close. It's fine. And then Mum and Dad were there watching, so I had a bit of a chat to them after the game. Then went to the rooms, got a beer, and there was like 3 minutes left in the Suns game, and the Suns were up by 6 or whatever it was. And then I got to watch North Melbourne tie it up, and then I got to watch North Melbourne kick the goal after siren to win.
Maybe it's your fault. No?
Yeah, I probably should have just turned it off when it was tied.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah, so not a great day on Saturday. Couple losses, bit wet.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that game was one of the problems in my tipping, would you believe?
I'd say it's one of the problems in most people's tipping.
I was even tempted to pick North. I'm always tempted to pick North now.
You're going to have to think about it now. Obviously not this week, this week off.
Fuck yeah. Save the dilemma for a fortnight's time.
Yeah.
And
then Sunday stayed inside, pretty much, because it was just raining all Sunday as well.
Well, that's good. I didn't get any rain.
Yep. It's
that is a flex, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really stopped raining. So that's just great.
And it's also just kind of like, it's not really extending for the north, because like we left and then it was just dry.
Yeah.
Like Bundy was fucking grass was all dead and shit. And I was like, ew, brother, ew.
Yep, getting plenty of it here. My my water hazards are back. They disappeared for a day and then they re-emerged.
Oh, lucky.
My big puddles. So, is what it is. hopefully we'll be good to play this weekend. Fingers crossed.
What day? Saturday?
Saturday. It should not be... I think it was meant to not rain Saturday, maybe even not rain Friday. But...
Where are you?
We're meant to be playing at Lennox Head.
Nice.
Home game for us, but at Lennox.
Yeah.
Little bit of rain on Friday, allegedly. No rain on Saturday, but moderate rain Thursday, which could be an issue. But...
Yeah.
Because I think Lennox Head Field might be in like the Ballina Council area, and they shut all their fields last weekend. Like a few matches were cancelled and stuff, but we played ours because we control the field. Well, the committee controls the field, and the two rugby clubs were just like, yeah, let's play. So I guess in case of emergency, and if the rugby league doesn't play here this weekend, but they don't usually play on a Saturday anyway, they're mainly Sunday. Although juniors might play on Saturday, we might be able to swap field. So we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see.
Something will happen.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Should be a big game this week against Ballina, best team in the comp. So another good test, and then a week off for the long weekend.
No, just fucking hit it hard. Long weekend. Fucking what?
Yeah.
You
I was surprised too. You will also get it, I think. Or maybe not. You
long weekend for what? It's not even in my calendar. ACT and WA get a thing. Is it the weekend after that? It's the weekend after that. King's birthday, except Queensland.
Yep, that'll be the one.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, that means not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me. That would have been really good. I really, really enjoyed that. Thanks for getting my hopes up. Yeah, prick.
You're welcome.
I don't think Queensland gets another public holiday until...
October, I just saw.
Yeah.
Brutal.
When's Gold Coast show?
Oh, yeah, Gold Coast show or Ekka.
Yeah, I think I just get either one of those. I get to
just pick one.
Yeah. 12th of August. Oh, man.
Yep.
Gross.
Yeah, so King's birthday. And then, that weekend off. Weekend off rugby, long weekend. Not a bad time.
Can't take the 28th of August off because I'm at a conference. So I guess it looks like I got Ekka Day this year.
Woohoo.
Yeehaw. But yeah, there we go. And such.
Ooh, delightful.
Uh-oh.
The Suns play at home on the 6th of June, when I won't be playing, at 5:15 against the Lions. I'll be able to go to another game of footy.
Whoa.
Their first game back at home for like a month or something.
Against the Lions. Get them while they're down.
Exactly.
Yep. Whack them. Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure Zach will want to go.
Oh, he probably will too. He does like AFL, and I think he goes for that team.
Goes for the Lens.
Yeah. I might be able to talk him into... oh, yeah, it is sold out.
Which one?
Apparently. I think the Suns Lions is already sold out. But I think there's membership tickets you can get.
Yeah, okay. Oh, they were doing that special blockbuster deal, actually, for like the next 5 games or something ridiculous.
After look. But yeah, either way, I don't think I would have been able to talk Zach into assisting me with the Lockie Neal ball and chain gag.
I reckon he could get amongst it for the meme.
Yeah.
Surely.
Would
It's
it
all
be
in good fun.
Would it be poor taste to add 2 smaller balls and chain to the big ball and chain?
I think it was in poor taste of him to cheat on his wife, given that he had 2 kids with her. So I'd argue that he's made the decision. He's made the bed.
He certainly laid in it.
And his wife is no longer laying in it. His separated wife is no longer laying in it. So you can make as many jokes about it as you possibly want.
No, I think you're right. I'm going too easy on him. Scumbag guy.
Yeah, and the media's also going too easy on him now too.
Yeah.
It's horse shit. After going as hard as they possibly could all off season because nothing else fucking happened, they've decided that he's the best guy in football again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm saying it again like he ever was the best guy in football.
Well, I know he's won, 2 Brownlow medals, but you can't seriously like him as a bloke.
I think you need to say that if he's close to you at the footy. So just get that prepped.
I feel like it's got to be him and a teammate of his.
Oh yeah. Take your pick, really. Harris Andrews standing next to, I don't know, half of his fucking team. Hey Harris, I know he's all because your teammate, but you can't seriously like him as a bloke.
Yeah,
and such. There's ammunition everywhere. It's just fucking laying on the ground. It's like hitting a hot drop in PUBG, mate. There's fucking guns and ammunition everywhere.
All right, should we get into Butcher of the Week?
Yeah, we've got some goodies too.
Yeah. Kick us off.
So, fastest one is Adidas and or Liverpool. So, as is tradition, final game of the season, they wore next year's home kit.
Ooh.
Next season's home kit, I should say.
Yep.
The top is great. It's just a different shade of red than the pants, the shorts.
The AFL El Clasico Indigenous top redesign, which is a slightly different shade to the shorts. You got to love that.
Speaking of, Hawthorn, how I said it would be great if their Indigenous shirt matching shorts were the colour of the trim.
Yep.
They were pure white.
They weren't.
So, which is ironic.
I've got more to add. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw it in as my Butcher of the Week, and we'll segue to it right now, if that's okay.
Please.
Dreamtime at the G.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah.
You know what Essendon got for the first time in, their last 24 games? While they were winning an all-red kit? A win at Gather Round. What's better placed at Dreamtime at the G than black and yellow, black and gold, or yellow and black, I suppose, for Richmond?
The song goes.
Yes. Which are 2 of the Aboriginal flag colours, right?
Also works well.
The third being red. And the other team, Essendon could have worn their red shorts to match their red top, and it would have been a delightful colour rush. But once again, white just got to wiggle its way into Dreamtime at the G. And we saw how the result went for Essendon. Not great.
I'm putting that nomination down as white shorts, white Australia.
Yep.
Yep.
That's fine by me. If I get my times lined up properly this week, I missed my opportunity last night. Probably should have done it. Although, other news, maybe not the time. I want to call into ABC Grandstand AFL Daily while they're recording and mention that.
I think you need to.
First of all, that I'm just sick of the white shorts.
Yep.
But no worse example than Dreamtime McG, where they just completely ruined the matchup.
Maybe Corbs will have some insight. So I can only hope that if you call in, that he can either agree with you and then you'll be the chuffedest bloke on the planet.
Yeah.
Or he'll provide some insight and then we'll have another thing to consider on the old white shorts debacle.
Yeah, perhaps. I could also give him some stick for getting on TV now as well. I could give him a little pat on the back. Yeah. He did his mate, Ben Cameron, who is also one of the other better play-by-play commentators in AFL footy, did call him Golden Tonsils because he got Corbin got elevated to call the Scott Pendlebury game with Mick Malthouse and Boomer on the call as well. Absolute.
That's
rolled
pretty
out the big dogs
territory.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Benny Cameron,
because Malthouse was pretty awesome on the commentary too.
He is, yeah, he is. And he's obviously the coaching games record holder. Meanwhile, Benny Cameron was, relegated across town earlier at the North Suns game.
A tough look.
Yeah.
Well, he probably had some pretty loud, exciting calling at the end of that game.
He probably did, yeah. Probably did. Anyway, white shorts.
Yeah, so final Butcher of the Week nomination is the Enhanced Games. So we've touched on it a while back. Can't remember what the official take was. I think I said it was silly. I think you said it was... You were keen to see some records fall and whatnot.
Sure.
Potentially, I reckon. Would have been nice if some fucking records fell for a start. These blokes have been juicing for 2 years or something at this point. At least a year. Our boy, and I only say our boy because he's Australian, James Magnuson, is, I don't know, the most yoked dude in swimming. He came last in the 100-meter freestyle to at least one athlete that was non-enhanced. So, sucks to suck, really.
Yeah, tough look.
Yep, not great. No one broke a record in swimming, even though they were juiced and were wearing the illegal suits that make you more buoyant.
Yep.
And cut through the water real fast because they're covered in fucking Vaseline, essentially. So, in other news, the stock price for the company that runs the Enhanced Games dropped by 50%. So do with that what you will. Yeah. I did have a screenshot for that in order to verify it. It was actually shared by a real news outlet, the Daily Oz, who are they're real enough in the news space unless they post, except when they post about all the atrocities Israel are performing, and then they turn the comments off because they're too scared. Which is
it'll do it
for quoting defamation reasons. Don't think you can defame a country.
They'd find a way.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the Enhanced Group is the company that runs the games, listed on the stock exchange in May.
Yep.
And since the start of the month, the share price has halved.
Little, I haven't bought a newspaper since, these results came out, bloody blah. The games have been going on. But I would imagine the back page headline might be something along the lines of, "The juice ain't worth the squeeze."
That's pretty good. In fact, that's incredible. I think what they've done is they've started with the wrong sports.
Yeah.
Because I don't think traditionally people get pulled up in swimming for steroid use.
Well, they do and they don't. There's that Chinese guy who cheated for quite a while, who's been labelled a cheater, and he was very good.
For steroids?
Yeah, I think steroids, or something like that, some sort of performance-enhancing drug. I believe it was like Mac Horton's arch nemesis or something like that, something along those lines.
Ah, yeah, I vaguely remember that story.
Yeah. But
there's talk of adding marathon, triathlon, and cycling, which I think are three sports that can benefit immediately just from that red blood cell doping shit. Everyone's buddy Lance, not the astronaut Armstrong, participated in.
Was the best in.
I just want to
everyone else who was doing it.
A bunch of runners with 200% red blood cell density run the marathon and see how that goes, because that would be sick.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, you can't do something like a combat sport where people's lives are legitimately at risk, I feel.
No. But if you do strength-related sports, the problem there often is you gain the muscular strength before you gain the bone strength, and then you snap your forearm doing bench press.
Just have catastrophic injuries.
Yeah. So, if you weren't enhanced and then you got on the juice just to join the games, I don't think you'd be in a position enough to safely send it.
Yeah. Where, swimming's not a sport where being big necessarily helps. Obviously, at some point, if you're doing it right, you would get some benefit from it. But clearly, the benefit of doing it is not nearly enough to.
No.
Clearly, all these guys weren't in the prime of their career as well. Like, none of them even broke the world record. With
I also think that's the hard
juice,
part
super
too,
suits,
right?
all that, and you've only got such a small portion. Like, you can only get so hydrodynamic. You can only get so much quicker anyway in swimming.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even like 100-meter sprint, I feel like you would get to a point where it's just pushing human limits. Like, it's not like you're ever going to get sub 8 seconds, for example.
People thought we weren't going to get sub 2 hours in the marathon, and then two blokes did it in a hot day in London. So
very rapidly, yeah. But I think you're right with those sports.
Yeah,
would be better suited to a bit of juice.
Did you
just to see?
Happen to see the video of Magnussen's heat race or whatever?
I did.
4-lane pool. It's just also not a great look because it looks like you're swimming in someone's backyard. Yeah,
there was a lot
I need the entire TV screen to be filled with lanes. I need that top-down view with the superimposed, the classic Olympics finish as they touch the wall when the numbers go,
Yeah. Yep.
I need that. Whereas there was 4 blokes in a pool, and one of them was not quite up to scratch compared to the rest.
Yeah, it looked odd. There was lots of, very messy water lots of resistance.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they might have been, a little bit quicker. Say they're in a proper Olympic-sized pool with full 8 lanes, bit of space between them as well. Might have helped. But yeah, it did look. It looked weird.
Yeah, I also think back on the athlete selection and past their prime thing. I don't know how you ever fix that problem, because in a sport like this, where it's just for most people the end goal is, damn, it'd be sick to represent my country at the Olympics.
Yeah,
I don't know how you convince people in their prime who have a chance to go to the Olympics and trial for the Olympics to get on the juice and come do this other thing.
Instead, if they haven't won Olympic gold, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if you're not from Australia, you're probably not as set on winning Olympic gold. But True. Even just going to the Olympics, you're probably there's a pretty lofty goal. To be fair, obviously you get paid more at the enhanced games, but also when you've been swimming since you were straight out of the womb, straight in the pool, and your goal is to be an Olympic swimmer, you're sodding off 20 years of your life to get a paycheck that means you probably can't ever trial for the Olympics again, because you've very easily documented on record that you juiced previously.
Yeah. But no, you're definitely right. So Magnussen's 35. For people who don't know, swimming's a young person's sport. You're not peaking at swimming in 35. You're probably not peaking in many sports at 35.
Marathon, potentially.
Marathon, potentially.
Definitely.
Maybe golf.
The more you move towards endurance, or pure skill as opposed to athleticism in regards to golf.
The science might not be there yet with lawn bowls, but I feel like 35 might be about peak age for lawn bowls too. It's just not,
there's
well adopted.
Young bloke that travels around the country and just uploads videos of him drinking schooners at 8 a.m. at the bowls club.
Yeah.
And wins 10 grand on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly right. But just having a look at, some of the results. Magnussen's 35. The Greek guy who won the 50 metre, I believe. I think he won both.
Again, very much a sprint event.
32, the Greek guy. He was 0.07 seconds faster than Cam McAvoy's 50 metre world record. Less than a tenth of a second faster. Magnussen was just over half a second slower than his personal best from 13 years ago. So there is clearly something there around it probably helping, given he was almost at the same of his record 13 years ago. But yeah, I think you're not getting people in their prime to do this.
No.
Even if the Greek guy won $1 million for beating that record in the 50 metre.
I think Magnus still pocketed like $140K for participating.
Yeah. But again,
50,000 US, sorry, just for turning up.
But how much have you spent in juice?
I think that might be provided potentially for some of these, like
for the first go round
ground floor kind of athletes, because I believe from that Daily Oz post that either there's a same group kind of thing. The company sells testosterone peptides and supplements through its Live Enhanced platform alongside telehealth services. So the Enhanced Games is literally just a marketing event to sell testosterone.
And whatever other peptides which are trending.
Yeah, fucking. To people who don't need them.
I don't even know what a peptide is.
Pep Guardiola
Mm.
and the impact the moon and the sun have on him.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I hear people, as soon as I hear people talking about it, I fucking scroll on by.
Yeah.
It's the latest injectable trend.
Yeah, so they're the foundational building blocks of proteins, essentially. But they're easier for the body to absorb.
Is it saying that GLP-1 agonists are peptides? I think it might be.
That's what it looks like it's saying. In that therapeutics bit of the of the AI. Yeah.
There you go. If you Google Ozempic, it comes with a peptide. Oh, it is peptide.
So that's where all the rage is then.
And I do see the benefit of that for some people.
Yeah.
That particular one, as opposed to test. If you're at a healthy level of test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think it's something you should be able to buy with one telehealth appointment, for example.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I save those for people who just want to get a medical certificate to get off work.
That's the point of those.
Yeah.
Oh, and people who want medicinal marijuana too. Those are the two purposes of a telehealth appointment these days.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like you should have to go to a doctor, dude, to get that still.
I was making fun of this. I was more so making fun of the system as opposed to saying that should be how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yep. Agree. You should have to go to a really cool doctor to get that.
Sorry, wrong one. You. Final thing on the enhanced games. The official ABC Sport page had shared that article with the start of the caption, "Oh no, ... anyway, ... Just taking the piss out of it, which I think is great from the great areas from the national broadcaster.
Yep.
Very the ABC, just handshake.
Very good areas. I thought you were making a joke or a pun when you let off Butcher of the Week saying, "I'll start with the fastest one," and then said the Adidas Liverpool thing, given that the enhanced games have gone so poorly.
That was entirely intentional.
Incredibly deep. Pun.
Yeah. That is good though.
Yeah.
That was a combo because you saw it, I said it. Love that. So the Adidas Liverpool thing is minor and kind of funny, so I don't think it should win. I also think they rectify it for next season. I reckon they had a production issue on the shorts just quietly.
Yeah, probably. And then they're like, "Oh shit."
Fuck, everyone's made fun of us. They'll definitely fix the problem, I think.
They'll fix it. Yeah.
White shorts, ongoing issue. Enhanced games, pretty monumental flop. I think the Butcher Week should be the enhanced games.
I think so too.
Sweet.
Do we know how often the enhanced game is meant to occur?
Oh, I did see a thing.
Because I have a feeling it might just be once.
I'm not sure if it's next year or the year after.
A 2-year cycle, perhaps?
Yeah.
Give people time to prepare. 2-year cycle, pardon the pun.
I've Googled 2028 enhanced games. They've not officially announced a host or specific dates for a 2020. That's a bad AI summary because they're just saying they've not announced any specifics. But the way that it's written implies that the 2028 is happening. They just haven't announced things regarding it.
Yeah.
The fucking AI always trying to pander and make people feel better and shit. Hey, your question's not stupid. Let me help you with that. I don't think James Magnussen is going to be participating, though.
I don't think so either. But yeah, I'm not convinced there's going to be another one.
Someone said, we arrived in mainstream culture. We are here to stay. And by someone, I mean the game's CEO, Max Martin. They're in mainstream culture in the way that they're getting roasted.
They are, yes.
So, you know... The ABC article doesn't say the next time it's happening. I feel like I saw something that someone was planning for the next event or something. So I'm not entirely certain. Sorry, but we'll definitely cover it. Just you wait.
Just you wait for the next cycle.
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
Thanks.
Like cycle of test.
That's right.
Yeah.
All over it.
So episode 179. Enhanced games. That being said, I think it's only the swimming that's happened so far. Or at least that's all that's getting reported for us because Magnussen's in it.
Yep.
Why did I just put the fucking... I just put that this Butcher of the Week was the 8th of May.
Close.
Yeah, missed it by that much. Anyway.
Movements?
Time for your favourite segment. Shitlist sponsored by who else but KO Sports. This week, it's KO Sports on the nomination. So I was actually planning on using this screenshot as the background of my camera here, but my phone's been in low power for so long that my iCloud syncing hasn't happened. We're going to try and force that to happen and grab it because I think it's funny. Stand by. Here on my screen currently, you'll see the VFL, which, definitely looks like country football because you're looking at a camera that's just on a tripod on the ground. But there's no horse shit.
Yes.
You don't have to go to... You just go to the AFL website. You click a thing.
Yep.
You watch the footy.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
Very easy. However, if, I don't know, you wanted to watch a match replay of a game you were specifically trying not to watch on the weekend because, I don't know, you had a family event on during your beloved Bulldogs game, for example, and you just wanted to, social media blackout and then watch it in full later because you're such a diehard fan. But then when you open KO and you get the stupid stories and trending section, one of which, without scrolling, mind you, without clicking it, just scrolling on the homepage in order to get to previous games.
Yep.
You see the thumbnail, West's match-winning moment.
Right in your face.
Right in your face. For the low price of $40-something a month, you can get the result of the footy without even having to watch the footy after going to the effort of not seeing the result of the footy.
Love that.
I also just think that stories should not be a feature in KO. Because
Stories should not be a feature in a streaming app. Correct.
No. Because when I open KO Sports, funnily enough, all I'm looking for is, I don't know, the live sport.
Yep.
Crazy thing, I know. And so, because I still haven't gotten used to it, even though it's been the entire season of the AFL, every time I open the app and go to watch the football, the little icon at the top that shows Hawthorn Adelaide, I click that thinking it's going to open me the game, and instead I get some stories of the game that have happened so far, or some pre-match garbage. And you're like, mate, who is actually watching these? Who asked for it? Are we potentially trying to keep people inside the app for too long? Are we doing the Instagram thing? Are we doing the every other app thing where you're now basing your success on how long people are staying in the app? When the point of the app is to sell a subscription, if I'm not mistaken, as opposed to keep people in your app. So the more shit you add, the more you're going to dilute the actual point of the app. And you're just spoiling it for everyone, really, at that point. You've just I just want to fucking watch the footy, mate. It's not that hard.
Just want to watch the replay without a spoiler. I think you're right. I think they're, basing success on time spent in app. They're trying to get you to doom scroll in KO Sports,
which is an interesting sentence in itself.
Yeah.
I'm taking one for the team here. I've opened KO Sports because I've not opened it during the week before to check the stories.
Let's see what's
just for clarity. When you open it, it doesn't even say stories either.
No, just
it doesn't. They're just up there. So when it says Hawks versus Crows, you go, oh, swell. I've got a shortcut because I've added the Hawks as my favourite team on this app. I've got a shortcut to the game I want to watch. Yeah. Absolutely not. You don't be silly. You've absolutely got none of that. Right now we've got clips from Midweek Tackle.
Yeah, it's just...
Mind you, there is a Watch Now button underneath these.
There is.
But it's just another unnecessary click.
What they've done is they've gone, highlights or Instagram reels from the shows that you might actually sit down and watch all of, instead of letting you, access the...
Look at the head on that guy.
Leave Gordon Tallis
Rugby
alone.
League. What a surprise.
Yeah. Instead of, letting people just watch the shows that they've paid the subscription to watch, they've now gone, TikTok brain kids aren't going to sit and watch half an hour of, First Crack or whatever. Here's the headline stories that are come out of the show. If I want to find that, I'm an older person regardless, but I'm kind of saying, if I want to find AFL news, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the AFL app and look at the latest news articles that are at the top, because that's all they're talking about. And if I want to listen to Caroline Wilson complain about something, I'll go to, whatever Instagram page, whatever social media page post clips of that, which I usually avoid because I don't want to.
Because I'm not, I'm not sure who actually cares about these numbers or anything, right? Because it's just capitalism, isn't it? It's just someone's gone, here's your fucking KPI, make time in app go up. It's like, mate, if you really want the time in app to go up, don't let Stan Sport buy the fucking Premier League, the FA Cup, and the at the Champions League and let them run riot with that, and then don't let Amazon buy some of the cricket.
Yeah.
It's like, stop asking your developers, or because they're a sleazy company, stop getting one dude to talk to Claude to code you some fucking stories feature that no one's going to use. I'm not believing that a single person is using that at all.
I don't think so. And they're certainly not using it to watch, I don't know, what looks like conservatively to me, 35 different stories on the Canadian Grand Prix.
Did anything happen?
Someone didn't start. They went start and their car didn't move. That was the first one.
I'm pretty
sure. And then guess what the rest of them are? Cars racing around the track.
George Russell crashing or something?
Who
the fuck is Lindblad Arvid? Oh, Pierre Gasly saved it. Let's watch this clip. I can't wait for this to... Never mind, because it's vertical video. I actually didn't see the save. I saw the smoke off camera.
Yeah, exactly. So,
like literally, you don't even see the bit.
No, I was about to say what they've done here has had the opposite effect on me, right? In that I can see that there's a billion different clips, and it's cars driving. So what I'm going to do is go skip all the way through, but they've redeemed themselves in above the name and the lap is what's happened in the clip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go skip all the way to the one that says wreck, and I'm going to watch that one.
Yeah, the George Russell crash.
Yep.
Yeah. I think wreck is potentially...
Far out, that's an overstatement. He cut a corner, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, wreck might be the wrong word.
He hit grass. He didn't even hit the grass. He drove over the grass.
Yeah, and then I guess his car didn't start again after that.
It's steaming.
It's steaming.
He threw the top out of it.
Yep. He's really grumpy about it.
Yep. Oh, a pit stop. And it was a good one too.
The official DNF for... yeah, it's like, so what, dude?
Look at him standing behind the fence.
The real question is, there's a clip here of DNF. Is it the Lando Norris clip where he comes into the pits with his wheels sideways? Oh, no, it's the Sergio Perez one.
Yeah. Hey, my mower looked like that not that long ago.
Hold on a second. Is Perez not Mexican? He's literally Mexican. Like, he's from Mexico.
Yep.
DNF, Sergio Perez, bracket USA.
Is that...
KO Sports.
Is that the racing team that he's racing for, though?
USA.
Well, yeah, like the other ones say, like Ferrari and stuff, I think. No?
Oh.
They're not?
No, you might be right. That's wild. I just assumed they were being racist. Cadillac Formula One team. Oh, no way. That's why it's USA. But the real thing I was trying to point out here is that his wheel is clearly facing the wrong direction, but I've got no highlight of that.
No, it's just it pulling into the pit.
Yeah.
That I've had that happen on my mower.
Look, I'm actually willing to
fix it for him.
Willing to say that maybe that's probably the best way to watch the F1.
I reckon it probably is. If I reckon it took him a few tries to put the titles of what happened on each thing, though.
Yeah. But most importantly...
everyone watches the first one and they skip through most of them.
Normally, it's a pain in my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think for a longer event like that, that's fine. I don't need... If I want to watch highlights, I'm going to go watch the AFL match highlights. through the AFL app or the mini match.
Just do the right thing, you know? Like, for some reason, they've spent money on UK Open Pool Day 1. You know?
Yep, just saw that.
Why? Oh, we're going to have something. It's Anchorman 2 was right.
What was it saying?
Consistent access to their whole thing was a 24-hour news cycle is a problem.
Oh, right.
And by cycle, I mean having news on for a constant 24 hours means you have to report on some garbage or make some garbage sound more dramatic than it is.
Yep.
But yeah, if you're trying to provide entertainment 24 hours of the day, there's only so much sport that happens. And I'm willing to bet that some silly executive went, hey guys, I can see here that from, for the whole of footy season, Thursday through Sunday, our viewership hours are really good. Love that. Do you mind bumping up Monday through Thursday afternoon? Because currently we've got no one in the application, and all our success should be based on consistent app usage. I want people to be addicted to KO Sports. Someone's gone along those lines, and it's a societal problem, isn't it?
It is. When the NHL finished today, which was actually on KO Sports, NHL playoffs, Hurricanes up 2-1 in their series after another overtime win over the Canadiens. It switched over to NCAA cheerleading championships. So the cheerleading teams that are normally, on the football sidelines doing their routines.
Was it cool?
I turned it off.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Viewer retention, 0. Going from playoff overtime hockey to that, no thank you.
Semen retention.
Same answer.
There's actually a really good segue. So obviously KO Sports gets nominated for the shit list yet again.
Yeah.
Go figure. Segue here based on current owner of the Hurricanes.
Right.
He recently went in on the Portland Trailblazers, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So, and I was watching a video about what he did to Carolina, and just how he cut money and that kind of thing.
Yep.
And he doesn't like spending money essentially on things that you shouldn't be spending money on, including, if someone's not going to play, why are they traveling with the team?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing, just cutting on, just unnecessary spending. And went from when he bought them, the Hurricanes doing, not very well, to a pretty dominant period.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty not bad. So Portland fans should be looking forward to the mid future.
Yeah.
What's one step after near future?
I think mid future is probably fine.
Yeah, their mid future won't be mid, or shouldn't be at least.
Yeah, I think
so.
Yeah.
He's essentially taking the anti-Lakers approach to sports.
Yep.
The modern Moneyball, if you will, which is good shout.
Yeah, look, I think if your team's not doing too crash hot in a small market, you probably have to pinch some pennies somewhere. A bit better now.
Yep.
Obviously, they have had a decent run over the last few years, getting to East Conference Finals like they are in again this year, but being stifled there. I suppose one good sign for this season, potentially, obviously they're up currently, and they haven't had to play the Florida Panthers again, who swept them think a couple times. Earlier this year, there was 3 new minority owners who came on. So clearly, some success breed success and some more money injected. So I guess that might be, a resulting factor of perhaps them doing a little bit better, hopefully this season, as they come to the end of the postseason and can potentially pay some better players, etc. But keeping an eye on the NHL, there's always lots of player movement. Like there's big names who stick places, but there's always heaps of people who move. It's kind of bizarre, but the Hurricanes did get rid of some of their guys who'd stuck with them for a while, just to get some fresh faces, I think, and then they brought in some playoff experienced guys who've won the cup before. Give them a better run. So yeah, fingers crossed, Trailblazers fans, because they've not had a great run either.
No, not at all. Well,
Build it and they will come.
Yeah. So Carolina up 2-1 currently, is what we're saying. Okay, yeah, cool. Nice. Oh, I sure as shit would like
a couple of days come.
Who's playing in the other final? There we go. Vegas Avalanche
and Avalanche.
Vegas leads 3-0. About to be a bit of a sweepity-sweep. Get the brooms out.
The East in the NBA is done as well. There's a sweep in the conference finals there. The Knicks are through to the NBA finals. Waiting on
I did see a bunch of
Thunder.
Knicks content popping up today, actually.
Yep. New York's going to bloody burn down if they win the finals.
Well, I mean,
parts of it, at least.
Probably not Brooklyn.
Probably not. Although they might burn.
I don't think they'd be overly jazzed. No.
Get this team out of here.
So I'm looking at the bracket because Google doesn't have a bracket for me for the Stanley Cup. So did the Panthers already go out then? Wild. Or even. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with these logos. They're not in color. I clicked on the one black and white image of the fucking bracket.
Doesn't look like they made the playoffs.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
Do they clear house as well? Or they just get sick of winning?
Oh, I assume they just got sick of winning, maybe.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Not sure.
Didn't want to play the Knights.
Yeah,
but yeah,
again.
There's a lot of articles here of the large number of layoffs on the business side of the Trailblazers. Which, when you're a sporting organisation, I would argue that probably the most important way to spend your money is on stuff that directly impacts on-court performance.
On the sport, yep.
So, probably best to save money like that.
Agree.
It's wild how much positive stuff there is about this, actually, and then there was so much negative about Jim Ratcliffe going to United and firing everyone. I think the important difference is United are meant to be good and United are meant to have money, whereas for as long as I've remotely cared about basketball, I've never really considered the Trailblazers to be remotely like United of the NBA. So.
No, they certainly have never been considered the Man United of the NBA.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Okay, sweet. So there we go. I know ball.
All right, no headlines this week.
Yeah, no headlines.
Should we just do a quick run through of footy results and chat about the games as much as we want to.
Yep.
Have you got a button?
Shit. Did it go?
Nice
I'm
one,
not
thank
plugged
you.
in.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay, cool. My other headphones are they're too tight on my head when we were recording for too long. So
Fair enough. Kicking off the round at UTAS in Launceston. Hawks 10-15-75, Crows 9-12-66.
here's me watching the game. The TV's up above me here. You can't see it. Small television on the wall at Dad's farm.
Yep.
The kickoff time was shocking for this because we planned to drive from Gold Coast to north of Gympie, and when signal started getting bad, the game was very much happening. So that was not the best. We did catch most of the second half, which was good. But unsurprisingly, Hawks System wins.
Got the result. Another close one, but the result you wanted.
After the performance Adelaide delivered last week, I was pretty happy with how the boys turned up and played them this week. Was it last week?
Definitely.
It was last week that I played well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Correct. They had a big win. Blake Hardwick, nice little cameo up forward, filled the Jack Gunston shaped hole.
Yeah, Jack Hardwick or Blake Gunston.
Yep.
Yep.
Little 4-2.
Aiden made the call very early when Hardwick was posted in the goal square, and then made a very well timed run to lead up on the ball. That he was. This is, I don't know, maybe the second. Would have been the second goal he scored. So I think the first one was a free kick when he got someone caught holding the ball. But for his second goal, he literally did the Gunston run.
Yep.
And Aiden was like, "Yeah, mate, they've literally put him in the Gunston role."
Yep.
Do
this.
It shows. He kicks 4-2,
Yep.
including. Was it the Hawks' first goal from his holding the ball action? I think it might have been.
I think it might have been, actually.
Let's scroll back on the timeline here. It was.
Yep.
And then he may have kicked the last one to seal it. He did.
Yep.
Yep. So, supposedly, they turn up to the captain's run, and Sam Mitchell went, "Oh, yeah, actually, why don't we play Dimmer up forward?" That was the extent of it, according to, I think it was, Sicily said that in the post game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Fair enough.
But yeah, good
Makes
game
sense.
all around. I think Crows are they'll probably be disappointed, given they looked good early.
They did a couple of injuries on their front.
Yeah.
I think Archie got a bit banged up. Rankin was ruled out with injury as well. So,
And then one of the prettiest men in football got tackled by Dylan Moore and proper face planted. We're talking nose to turf, immediate gushing of blood from nose situation. Peatling. I don't like his photo, but when he's moving, when his hair's flowing and that moustache is, yeah, yeah. It was. it looked like a trip, and then I watched a slow-mo replay, and I think Peatling may have tripped himself a little bit because Moore was pulling him down by the hips. And then he wanted to not get done holding the ball, so just put footy first and broke his nose probably.
Yeah, probably. Probably on the frozen turf.
Yes, it did also. It looked like it got slipperier towards the end too, which was yeah. Hawks don't lose in Launceston.
No, they don't. The system continues.
Yep.
Any other notable parts of this game I'd like to call out? Oh, can I just say, where was everyone 2 weeks ago whenever the game was? Whenever the Suns played the Hawks down there, clearly no one was watching the footy then. It was the same camera angle that everyone was whinging about 2 minutes into the game this week.
Oh, they're whinging.
Yeah, everyone's like, what's this angle? It's like suburban footy. Looks like it's been played at, Waverley Park.
I didn't have
old
the sound
school
on.
Footy angles. Oh, not the commentators, obviously, but like general discourse on the line. It's like, well,
because was it not? It was just like it wasn't. The camera's just not centered on the ground. Like it doesn't look. The camera's still quite high off.
Oh yeah,
turf
it's plenty
level.
high. Yeah. It's
all you
just
have
not,
to do is watch
quite in
any
the pocket.
VFL game ever, and it puts the fucking perspective back on. Because like
they're on the
you
back of
then
a
see
ute
it.
on the sideline in the VFL.
Yeah. So like, I think it's just a bit dramatic.
It was fine, and that's only the camera angle for I don't know, maybe 20%, 30% of the game time.
I never had a problem with it because also it is a smaller ground. It doesn't matter if you're not losing that much at the other end of the ground because you're not losing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what they
They're
didn't
switching
do?
camera angles anyway.
What they didn't do a lot in the live is show that shitty angle from behind the goals as the ball exits 50 down to the wing.
Yep.
And thank Christ that UTAS doesn't have the infrastructure to allow that because that is the worst angle in football. I'd rather watch every single game from VFL Ute Tray.
Yep.
One camera, middle of the ground, just left and right the whole time.
Than behind goals.
Than ever see the behind goal camera for longer than the very first kick out.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're not talking about like spider cam above the, from up above you see a bit more. You're talking about the one that sits right behind the goals.
Yep.
That looks like, it makes players look like ants if they're 80 metres away.
Yeah, they're like, let's watch this handball chain go through the centre of the ground for 45 seconds until it enters the other 50.
Yeah, it's the realistic view of the game.
100 metres away. And you're like, my brother in Christ.
I'm watching on TV for a reason. I want to see the game.
If I wanted to have a bad time at the footy, I'd sit behind the goals in real life.
Exactly.
It's not even a bad time at the footy because of like, you do have a good time when someone kicks a goal over your head.
Yep.
But you don't get that when you're sitting at home, funnily enough.
No. Not unless you're in VR, I guess. That's the
That'd
next
be cool.
step is VR.
Yeah, when they
ground side seats like the NBA style.
When they sell the how they're doing it for M&D now too. They're selling the beanies and they're selling virtual beanies as they want every seat to have a virtual beanie. And same as the SEG test where you buy a pink seat, but except you buy a pink seat and you get a VR view of the game.
Yeah, from behind the goals.
Yep. My only final note from this game is return to the Chol. I wore my Chol shirt. Still got the Chol card in the back of my phone case. He's back to his old ways, missing them from directly in front and nailing the dribbling snap from around the body from the wrong side.
Yep.
and you fucking love to see it. And just the way it's just the way he competes in the air. If I see any more Chol slander, I'm gonna find out where these people live, and I'm gonna knock on their door and give them a sternly worded,
sternly worded handwritten letter, hand delivered.
There'll be an essay about the effect of Chol on this team.
Yep.
With proper formatting and statistics. And then such quotes as, I could kiss Dimmer on the mouth, which every time he scored a goal after that, it was just someone replying to it and said, bump. And that is all.
You're nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Dreamtime at the G. You know, we talked about the uniform matchup situation. Big F on that one. Only other, I guess, the main note from this one, and I suppose it was the resulting factor in Brad Scott getting sacked, was Essendon losing to a team that didn't have enough players to field a team. That being said, this was more, I think, nightmare time at the G as far as injuries were concerned.
I wasn't sure if they were playing at the G or if they were playing at fucking MetLife at one point.
Andy McGrath went to hospital for his jaw. Archie May was in hospital for his ribs. Tom Lynch was in hospital for his throat. He couldn't talk in the second half.
That's
Sam
for the
Durham
best.
got concussed. Guelphy did a hamstring. Caldwell got syndesmosis, and Jonty Fall got concussed as well.
He got what, sorry?
Syndesmosis.
What's that?
Like a ankle roll tweak thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And Darcy Parish got leather poisoning. 41 touches. Yeah.
This was post-game. Didn't even count Tom Burton, who was spent most of the last quarter down the race, and they didn't have an update for him yet. Nick Floston got a big knock. Luke Trent had a shoulder issue and was taped up but played on. And, yeah, all round bad time for injuries. And not a great game of footy to watch. I took a photo at quarter time, and it was handball metres gained. Richmond 114, Essendon minus 15. It was like QB rush yards when a QB gets sacked in the NFL.
Can we see that stat now? Not currently. They did. Both teams had 59 turnovers.
Nice. Great.
Love that for them.
This is how injured the Bombers were. They only completed 49 out of 75 interchanges. Because they just had no one on the bench.
I think they came out for the final quarter and had two or one person on the interchange. If I'm not mistaken.
2 on the bench for the last half.
Oh no, that makes sense. The interview was coming out of the tunnel, and they don't obviously go down to the tunnel at 3/4 time.
Yeah, and Jai Caldwell was still injured with his ankle issue, but he was just going through it.
Love that for him. Yeah, I'd comfortably pencil in both these teams for not winning a game for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Essendon might be the first team in the history of footy to not get a new coach bounce, which of course isn't true, but it just sounds funny.
It sounds funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a quick scan. Yeah, given the way West Coast are going, they're not losing to either of these two teams.
Do they play each other again?
They don't play each other again.
No, they're cooked.
West Coast has Bombers this weekend in Perth.
If there was any other time to get the new coach bounce after already playing the other worst team in the league.
Not a bad spot.
They are playing in Perth, though.
Yeah. Not a bad spot for it. Still not going to play the system on this one.
I won't be mad if the system hits, but I will be tipping West Coast against them.
Yeah, correct. Richmond has Sydney this week.
Yeah, let me think. Half a VFL team against Sydney.
Against Sydney at the G in Sydney.
Not a big fan of that sentence, if I'm completely honest.
At the CG in Sydney.
That'll do. Yeah, not good. Although, don't skip ahead. Now's the time to play Sydney.
2% return.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Guaranteed money.
No, because they lost this week. Oh, was what I meant. Now's the time to play them.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes.
Get them while they're down.
Yeah. If they had won this past week, they would have been $1.01 to win this matchup instead of $2.
Lord.
Any other comments on Dreamtime at the G?
I'd prefer not to.
Okay.
Deal.
Doubleheader Friday night. They really could have spaced these games out a bit better. Start at 8:30 wasn't terrible, but these games ended up overlapping. Like they had the same break times at certain points.
This is bad. This is bad.
You can't be doing this.
And I've got a fixture timing thing for one of these later games too. Actually, so just you wait.
Great.
You're gonna get irate.
In Perth, Fremantle 16-8-104. St Kilda 11-8-74.
Yeah, ultimately, what happened is what everyone thought was going to happen.
Yep.
Patrick Voss was annoying, and Fremantle won.
Yeah, 10 in a row, most wins in a row as a club.
Whoa.
Pretty good for them. A lot of season left.
Still a lot of season left.
Top of the table, but a lot of season left.
We have to remember they have lost a game. They're not invincible.
Correct.
Which is important to note because I think Patrick Voss might think he's fucking indestructible at this point.
Yep.
But ultimately, it was just St Kilda, wasn't it?
No surprises, really.
No, except for maybe how long St Kilda spent in the lead in this game.
Yeah. It literally went all the way into the fourth quarter, pretty close, and then it was 6 goals to 3 to 2 goals 3.
Yeah, Wharfy time or some shit.
Yeah, they must have activated Wharfy time 2 minutes into the last quarter.
Yeah. Supposedly the rule on Wharfy time is if it's within 12 points either way with 5 minutes to go or something. X amount of minutes to go. Maybe it's 10 minutes to go. Yeah, it's only right at the end.
Yeah, okay.
And it's only within 2 goals, but both directions. So it can be a little depressing.
I was waiting to see it on TV, on the broadcast, but it never appeared.
Yeah, it wasn't tight enough by that point.
Wasn't
They'd
required.
already fucking kicked 6 on them at that point, I think.
Yeah. It's not required.
Supposedly, there's... Well, I heard the audio, but supposedly the first time of it happening is Matthew Pavlich.
Yeah.
At a I presume a 3/4 time situation, rev the boys up.
Yep.
Against the Hawks. So
yeah, I think that's a
no wonder I
backstory.
fucking hate Wharfy time.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately, who cares? Freo are good. Are they going to win? Probably still not. I don't reckon.
Probably still not. Nice 30-point win for me. Shooting of the week.
Nice
Happy
one.
with it. Yep. Saturday Arvo, the game I missed all but the key 3 minutes of. Lost at rugby, lost in the AFL. Hate to see it. North Melbourne 79-111, Gold Coast 16-9-105. We don't like playing here. Gold Coast people don't travel here. Solar Stadium, no good off the bounce from Darwin. Bloody blah.
Maybe we shouldn't have believed the media regarding them saying they worked on the post-Darwin bounce.
Yeah, probably not.
Yep. We had faith, but the system came through. The Suns, because I did watch a good handful of this. The Suns just kind of packed up.
Yes, and this is the thing I was worried about from, West Coast winning second half that they won by 3 points.
It turns out it was a legitimate concern.
Yeah, Port Adelaide in Darwin, where it should have been a 40 plus 50-point win, but they won by 25. That was a worse side that couldn't quite kick enough to get back into it. Clearly, North Melbourne better than Port Adelaide.
I mean, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I was beginning to worry that it was potentially a coaching maneuver. But Dimmer did come out and say, we just didn't play our football at the end. We stopped attacking. And then at least you know that it's not a choice. Because if that's a choice, it's a bad choice.
True.
And if it's not intentional, it just needs to be worked out of them. And I think that'll happen. There was just it was just very stagnant by the end too. Like I get being stagnant with the ball and trying to take up time by getting the uncontested mark game going, right? Maybe not from 5 minutes into the last quarter, though. Third quarter.
Yeah, do it from way too early.
But
and they do it without attacking with the ball at times.
Yes,
it's literally just absorbing clock and not actually just trying to, carve your way up the field. Incredibly frustrating.
You have to absorb clock and also make it more unlikely that the opposition will be able to score if they intercept off you.
Yeah.
At the same time, which they didn't do, and no one was trying to lead. No one was leading towards the ball. There was no movement. At one point, Noah Anderson was the only person leading near the end, and you probably saw it. Maybe I think it was him leading hard into the D50, and then he got the ball D50 and had about 45 seconds on the ball before he got told to play on.
Yep.
There was nothing. Just nothing was happening forward of the ball, and you're like, but I get that they might be tired, but
still.
Dead set would have been 3 minutes left. It's just
going.
Get through the game and then put the legs up kind of areas.
Yep.
There's it's just it's disappointing, I think.
It is. 7 goals 4-2, 3 goals 2.
Yeah.
As good as the Darwin factor is, if you immediately erase one of those wins and or two in a row following it, maybe not worth it.
Yeah, a two guaranteed wins is not worth a 2-game slump. So, because also you are pretty likely to win at home too, to be fair.
Yeah, the Suns are pretty good at the Solarium as well.
Go figure.
But they end up with whatever it is. So 3rd of May was their last home game. And then they don't play at home again until 6th of June. You know, they spend 2 weeks up there, home games, obviously. But that happens every season, where they end up having 4 or 5 weeks in a row, essentially away from home. And that's also players away from their families, players not sleeping in their own beds. Obviously, they come back from Darwin after and then train and then go. But still, that is still a 2-week break.
It's still hard.
Yeah, change of routine, all that stuff, which clearly factors in at some point. Yeah, not to mention the 3-week break early in the season where they had 2 home games, then 2 away games, and then gather around.
Yeah, it's not as easy as popping over to Launceston from Melbourne.
No. But yeah, all 4 Gold Coast losses this season, their opposition has scored 100 or more. Just simply don't let the other team score a lot of points.
Getting awfully Jose Mourinho on me.
Yep. But yeah, 7 goals, 4 in the last quarter. You can't be letting that happen.
Absolutely not.
North Melbourne's, second biggest comeback win or something like that?
Might have been biggest.
Maybe biggest?
It was pretty large. I actually saved a different stat from this game.
Second biggest.
Second biggest, okay. But yeah, massive. Jai Simpkin is now the 5th slowest VFL AFL player to reach 50 wins.
Wow.
184 games it took. John Lewis, 185. David Swallow, 186.
Hey.
Nathan Jones, 205. Jeff Cunningham, 220.
That's a tough record to hold. I think that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some current Bombers players. If they play enough games, it'll be threatening that record.
Yeah.
And a few Eagles ones.
So, how many games did the VFL used to play in the 70s?
Oh, God. Probably not many.
Because Jeff Cunningham is a 70s, 80s era VFL player.
Yep.
And that's cursed. He played 224 games total, which means he can't have got many more than his 50 wins in his career.
No.
That was in 12 years. He won at most 54 games in 12 years.
That's not many every year.
He scored more goals than he had wins, 58.
Yep.
What position did he play? Why would the wing or halfback flanker, and he scored more goals than he had wins? Saints used to be bad. What changes?
Yeah. Yep.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yep, correct. Suns 4 goals, 6 in the second half to 11 goals, 8. Just totally dominated. Not sure, the match summary report here. Look, masterstroke by Alistair Clarkson, throwing a player who's played most of his career up forward. Not sure that's the definition of a masterstroke. Yes, it worked clearly.
Putting Zerhard up forward. No, it's not that. What is a problem is him playing down back, I should say.
Yeah.
I hate seeing him play defense when he's so dangerous and has been for, I don't know, the majority of his career, dangerous up forward.
Yeah, played most of his career up forward. Player profile listed as a forward. but a masterstroke to put him up forward.
Absolute masterstroke.
Oh.
Look, if you give him 3 years, he might turn into the next Rory Lobb.
Is that what you want?
Nah. You want to kick more goals than your opposition. That's how you win games of footy.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
I didn't watch much of the next game.
Nope, neither did I. In fact, I watched none of it. Cats at the Cattery, 15-17, 107. Swans, 12-8, 80.
Yeah, legitimately couldn't tell you much.
No. Looks like Amadi had a decent day. Our Bice was cooking.
Had the Bice cooker on.
Yep, 34 mins.
Yeah. I mean, you know, all the usual characters had a good day. Except for, I don't know, Heaney did nothing.
Yep.
Oh, I did see one thing about this game. The strategy they went in with against Grundy was rotate the ruck as often as they could so that there was always fresh body on him.
Yeah, I did see that.
Tire him out.
Yeah, I did see that. Did see that floating around. That's why I just went to check the hit-out stats real quick. So Brodie Grundy, 31 hit-outs, 4 Cats players, 39 hit-outs.
Which, like, if you like, I think legitimately it's only slim, but that's a pretty massive win given Grundy's normal impact.
Sounded like they got a win out of that.
His fantasy score was only 80.
Yeah, when as I mentioned, every other week he's been top 2, a lot of times not number 2 in the team.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a game recently where he's not over 100.
Yeah.
No? Like...
Yeah, correct.
Well, player page might tell us average for this season.
Should do. Average 107. Elite.
That's probably even elite for all positions, but that AFL that elite stat will be based on ruckman alone, generally. But if we went back and clicked on like your Heenies or something, or Max Holmes probably logs good. Oh no, yeah, 104 elite for Max Holmes on average as well.
Yeah, I think the at a glance stats are sort of tailored by position, but I think the ratings are just based on percentage.
That's
so
good.
Top 1 to 10% is elite. And if you... All of Grundy's at a glance stats, except for kicks, are elite. Kicks are above average. Everything else is elite. 35.8 hit-outs.
You're not
average.
Not overly expecting him to log a bunch of kicks, are you?
No. How's the heat map on the bloke for this game? It's just a bullseye in the middle of the field. Big red dot, middle of the field. Clearly didn't, get too many touches creeping up forward this week.
No, I think legitimately they must have just locked them down.
Yep.
It seems also like Geelong just didn't tackle anyone this game. If you look at the tackle stats, it's Sydney, Sam De Koning with 4.
Hard to tackle when you're first to the ball. 73 tackles to 39.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm not even sure about first to the ball either, given the disposals kind of kicking around. Oh, Jeremy Cameron did. Oh, yeah, never mind. I don't know. Tough without watching it, actually, I suppose. I'm not going to overanalyze.
Yep. Cats might be back though. Cattery factor.
Yeah, I wouldn't put the house on them just yet.
Tough place to play.
Yeah.
All right, the big one, the milestone game at the G.
Yeah, Carlton, new coach. Oh, sorry. You mean Harley Reid 50?
That's right. Harley Reid's 50th. Yeah. He finished off with 20 disposals, 10 kicks, 10 handballs, 5 tackles.
And Dan Houston, 200th.
Was it really?
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
You know what's really funny? You know how the lineup page always tells you when there's a milestone? So the lineup page tells you who's in, who's out, and then underneath that it says milestones. Dan Houston 200, Harley Reid 50th. No mention of Scott Pendlebury. I'm sure if he makes it to 450, they'll put him in the milestones section, but I think that's hilarious. That 433 doesn't make it.
Not a milestone. Yeah.
No, not a milestone. A record,
that is,
but not a milestone.
That is quite funny. Yeah. Pendle's milestone match. Collingwood gets it done. 13-14-92. Eagles 12-10-82.
My favourite moment of this, besides watching Pendles on the bench, on the Pendles cam on the bench, I should say, is watching him get don't argued by Harley Reid so early in the game. Yeah. Funniest thing that's ever happened in football, potentially.
Yep. Got him pretty good.
Yeah.
Got him pretty good. But a little bit of, numerology. Collingwood gets it done by 10 for number 10 in game 4 for 3-3, which add up to the number 10.
I should have seen that, given that it's a football formation.
Yep. Overall, entertaining game of footy.
Have you seen the photo in the match recap? There's a West Coast player. Look at the West Coast player on his eyelid. It's red.
Yeah, a bit odd.
He looks like the kid that turns his eyelids inside out.
He does look like that.
There's always one kid in every grade 3 class that could turn their fucking eyelids inside out, isn't there?
Yeah. He does look like... I'm trying to think if... I'm trying to figure out who that is, and he's a bit unfortunate looking anyway.
I mean, he went into Perth hairdresser and said, "Can I get the Jake Waterman?"
Yeah, Tom McCarthy is who it is.
Does he normally have a red eyelid though? It doesn't look like it in his
probably
in his
not
profile pic. No,
he might have got a poke in the eye.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah,
that's tough. Tough shout that.
Yep.
Look, I mean, there was a Scott Pendlebury specific multi in this game that involved Collingwood winning by 10 exactly. Not sure if the rest of it hit, but it's kind of wild that the margin was 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was either going to be a Collingwood dominant victory or a West Coast
upset.
Tiny marginal win.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, not all good news with Darcy Moore going out with hamstring again.
Yeah.
TBC on the injury list on estimated return. Still not great. Will Hayes out with a shoulder. 5 to 6
Tuesday,
weeks.
So I'd like to think that we probably should have known by now.
Yeah, this is updated as of this evening.
Yeah, so that's
and
probably not good if they don't know the severity.
no. Facing at least a month on the sideline, moderate grade hamstring, not confirmed. And obviously Jamie Elliott went down with a confirmed ACL, out for the season.
Yeah.
And obviously, into a portion of next year if he is to play again. Bit of a dampener on the celebrations for Pies fans.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Not good. Feels like there's a lot of ACLs going around.
Who else did Steen?
Yeah.
Steen and Sam Darcy, I don't think count because they're massive and young.
Long-levered, yeah. It
Who
is
else
a
has done their
sport for it,
ACL
though.
recently?
Find some.
In theory, if I just search ACL on the injury page, right?
Yeah,
Lewis
I think we
Hayes
just
is
have
returning.
knee.
Judson Clark, Josh Gibcus. There is 45 mentions of knee on the AFL injury page. So
Yep.
I guess do with that what you will. 'Cause I don't feel like going through all these names.
Carlton bloke. It is a sport for it, though. Aussie rules.
It is
no good for knees.
It is the sport for both knees and hamstrings, given the consistent stop-start nature, and that's for the hamstrings at least. And then knees, copping contact from any which side, while also trying to stop-start. Probably not great.
No.
For the old ACL.
Yeah. AFLW, highest percentage of ACL injuries in any sport.
That's even less surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just based on... Actually...
Women more susceptible to ACL injuries.
Yeah.
It's a proven fact. I think their
whole...
ligaments are a bit looser.
It's also just that the no testosterone, well, not no testosterone, but lower testosterone thing makes recovery worse too. So you can imagine that's
generally probably smaller muscle mass to support said parts of body too.
Yeah. So yeah, I was worried about being sexist for a sec, but no, I think it's that's a biology problem, unfortunately. So
yeah, before we get hung up on biology, should we have any other comments on this game?
Not particularly.
No. Adelaide Oval, bit of a surprising one.
Except that it was entertaining enough, and that's it. Actually,
it was entertaining. It was a good game of footy.
Yeah,
That's what we wanted to see.
Don't want to smack talk the milestone game.
And gold number. Everyone had a gold number on. All of them.
Oh yeah, no, that was weird. But also, it might be a thing where they all have to wear the same. It might actually be a league thing. Yeah,
same kit.
Yeah,
that's probably not a bad shout.
I think Pendle's wore. There's the one currently getting auctioned, which actually I think has already beaten the potentially the highest number for AFL worn player auction situation. Oh yeah,
that was what was going to break a record.
Last highest I think was 75,000 Dusty 2020 grand final.
Yep.
You can now buy a match-worn Guernsey and shorts from Scotty P. If in the next day and 20 hours you can put $101,100 bid on.
Bloody hell.
Alternatively, Daniel, if you've got a spare $600, you could just buy the Scotty Pendlebury 433 signed Guernsey, not match worn, for $700, which I legitimately think is, if it was a Hawthorn player breaking that, it's break the bank kind of territory, I think.
Yeah, maybe a shout. He'd wear like 12. Was that right?
Yes. Yeah.
12 different Guernseys throughout the day?
That's the only one getting auctioned. One to each of his kids. Can't remember if his wife's getting one. He's probably keeping one. His brothers are getting one. Basically, every single family member he has, immediate family, is getting one.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
Yep.
And I feel like if you're a teammate and you keep one Guernsey ever, it's going to be that one with the gold number on it.
Dude, Dan Houston is definitely keeping his 200th game gold number Guernsey, because that is wild.
Yeah.
That it happened to line up. Turns out if you're just a fan of footy and you don't want a signed one, you can get his tribute Guernsey for $250.
Yep. And all proceeds go straight to Scott.
Is it 100%?
I believe so.
Wild.
Yep. I believe so. Now, what is the interesting part is obviously whatever the last one he wears is going to be uber valuable. Because it'll be
final game.
Yeah, final game. It'll be, most worn until the record's broken again.
Yeah.
In however long that takes.
Oh yeah.
How valuable are all the ones in between? Because next week's one is also a record breaking Guernsey.
Well, that's what I was thinking with footy cards. Does Scotty get a special milestone card for every single game he plays now?
Yeah, probably not, I would assume, right? Like, he resets the record, obviously, but he doesn't break the record again, which I think is the big thing.
It'd be silly. Yeah.
I guess technically he does break the record, but yeah. I don't know.
He breaks his own record. I think it is. I think it is technically fine. Yeah, I think it's weird. No, I mean, it's not like you're going to be able to buy the Guernsey in the meantime anyway. No. There's no min-max this and just buy the one you think is going to be the last one or whatever.
Yeah.
It's if you want to buy his final match-worn jersey, or if you want to preempt his retirement, if he wears 8 Guernseys at the end of this season in the final game of the season without announcing his retirement, he's probably retiring.
Yeah. Good shout.
In the meantime, I would buy every footy card for the record. Just not a huge fan of him, but that's a piece of footy history, I think. So
yeah, I think I'll be putting an order in as well for that one.
For whatever the milestone cards normally go for, $20 or
worth it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Worth it for the chance to get number one.
That'd be fucking insane.
You'd get some good money for that.
Because lots of people are going to order this. Number 433.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be pretty wild, actually.
Yep.
Daniel, start placing your bids now, just in case I get number 1 or number 433, mate. I'll give you a good price.
I think you've got to buy 3 just in case, right? In case you get number 1, number 10, or number 433.
Didn't consider 10. That's valid.
Top number. Yeah.
But then I'm spending $60. Split postage. So instead of
True.
$20 plus the $15 postage, 35, it's $60, $75.
Yeah.
It's 75 versus 35. You're basically printing money at that point.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if over 1,000 people ordered this card, though, to be fair.
Oh, easy. Yeah, without a doubt. It'll be a big number.
That being said, some of the finals ones last year didn't get numbered that high.
No, they didn't.
So
But for this,
I guess we'll see. I'm actually very interested to see how high it goes now.
yeah.
Imagine if it goes out of 432.
Nah, not a chance.
Yeah, no.
Not a chance. All right, on to the next game, which was well scheduled to start as a standalone in prime time in a different city. Like, what? Why have the milestone game on at the same time that the game's on in Geelong? When, you can put Port Adelaide Carlton in the prime time slot.
Piece of shit in the prime time, yeah.
Port Adelaide, 18:58. Carlton continuing new coach bounce, 13-14-92.
That's literally the news from this is new coach bounce onwards.
Yeah, the bounce hasn't dropped yet. Again.
Big bounce.
Yeah, New coach rebound. Still going up.
We're calling AFL is calling it New Blues.
Okay.
That's the same old fucking Carlton, dude.
Yeah. Reality check coming this week. Like, you found yourself in a couple of good spots, I think. Injured Dogs.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide. I know it was in Adelaide, but Port Adelaide.
Port get up for the big ones, and this was not a big one.
This was not a big one for them. And that could have been a Kinkley thing as well.
Yeah. The first line in the match report, besides the subheading, is a dynamic display from Paddy Cripps has inspired Carlton. He didn't even log the most disposals in the game. He tied it with Jason Horne-Francis, who scored 3 goals to Paddy Cripps' 1 goal. Jason Horne-Francis was best on ground.
Cripps did have 19 touches and a goal in first half.
Give a shit. If you're gonna glaze someone in the first line of your recap, at least make sure that their performance is like properly glaze worthy, as opposed to being second best on ground.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. What was I doing?
Anything but this.
Oh, you know what I did? I watched the rugby. I put the rugby on because I didn't want to watch this game. I
couldn't think of much worse. Especially since it wasn't close by the end. You know, if it was moderately close at the very end, I would have been potentially convinced.
Yeah, as I left the pub, I listened to.
I was on stage. I absolutely was not going to fucking watch this.
Yeah, I left pub kick-ons after rugby because we wandered down to our sponsor pub, Illong Hotel. And
nice drop.
Yeah, thanks. Listened to the end of the Pendlebury game on my way home on the radio. ABC grandstand coverage of the AFL. And then I got home and I was like, what to do? Rugby's about to start. There's no more AFL on for the evening.
No.
And then I checked the score the next day. And it went... not... sort of unexpected. a little bit.
Another disastrous tipping display.
Yeah, not a great week for the tipsters.
Yeah.
Very few number of upsets.
Yeah, not great.
Right.
But I ain't spending any more time on it because the next game's actually interesting.
Yep. Sunday at the G spot, the Giants, 26-10-166. Brisbane Lions, reigning dual premiers, 13-10-88.
Yeah, so, you know, the only appropriate thing to say about this game is... Oh, I'm in the wrong chat.
Should have.
Oh, sorry, there's two appropriate things to say. Jake Stringer can fuck off. And second, a 14-goal quarter against the reigning premiers is fucking insane.
Giants going to halftime up by 6 points. They were up by the same at quarter time in a shootout. There was 11 goals in the first quarter between the two teams. Still up by a goal at halftime. Things looking pretty tight, but quite interesting.
Scoreworm looking like a pancake.
And then all of a sudden it just turns into a set of stairs.
It was a waffle all along. We were just in the bottom of one of the waffle bits.
14 goals in a row. 14-2 to 3 behinds in a quarter.
Brisbane were very close to getting a goal late in that quarter. And the thing I was the happiest I've ever been was when they stopped that goal. Just because it really would have ruined it for me if it was 14 goals to 1 goal in the quarter. It doesn't sound as good as 14 goals to zilch.
Yeah, correct. Here's another spin on the score. Brisbane Lions 13-10-88. GWS third quarter 14-2. Whatever it was, 82 or 84, whatever it was, one of those. They
Giants
they beat
third quarter losers.
Yeah, absolutely absurd. Highest scoring third quarter ever in the history of VFL AFL football, and fourth highest scoring quarter ever out of any quarter in VFL AFL history.
I sent a message during this game of something along the lines of, I'm sure as shit, I'm glad I'm not home this weekend. The tsunami warning in full effect.
Yep.
Just ridiculous. Just actually ridiculous. 14 goals is, you know, they're kicking goals more often than everything else in the game is happening, realistically, you know?
Mm.
Like, the quarter went for 37 minutes, is what you've noted here.
Yeah, it went for 37 actual minutes. I think they kicked I heard they kicked 5 goals in 7 real-time minutes. That includes, like, TV ad breaks.
On average, it's a goal every 2 minutes and 40 seconds of game time. For a whole quarter. Sorry, is that 37 real-time minutes, sorry?
37 real-time minutes.
Sorry, that's a goal every 2 minutes and 40 seconds of real time for the entire quarter.
Yeah. So
including
if
everything,
yeah, if the old TV time was going, by the time the quarter ended, it was up to 37 minutes.
Insane. Actually insane. Now I've got a stat on this that you may or may not hate. GWS kicking so many goals versus Brisbane has pushed the start time for Melbourne versus Dogs back by 3 minutes to 3:18.
Yep.
Which would suggest to me that the AFL do care about their broadcast kickoff times and how they overlap. Which is unusual.
Curious.
Because it seems like they don't normally.
What an interesting time to pick and choose what they care about.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you know what? The 3 minutes on this game is really going to affect the viewership for this other game, with two teams that are from completely different states to the other two teams that are playing at the same time. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of carryover. So just a bit cringe, really, all around from the AFL, as always. Nah, well, that's a bit hard. That's a bit harsh.
You know what? Should have seen it coming.
Culture
Couple
problem.
days out, we got cultural problem, yes, but a couple of days out, we got a bit of an alert weather warning of a big southerly coming up the coast, big swells. So of course the orange tsunami came out to play.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
On Saturday, wave height Sydney, 4 meters.
Wow.
New South Wales Ocean Wave Data Collection Program at the Sydney buoy recorded 4 meters.
That's pretty wild, actually.
Yeah. It was up over 5 up here off Byron Bay
Whoa.
over the weekend. Pretty big. But yeah, should have seen it coming. With the conditions.
Should have.
Play to the conditions.
Jake Stringer kicked 5 goals for to kick the most points in the match, but ultimately he can still fuck off.
He can.
Because of the previous discretions that I won't allege.
Mm-hmm. Now, Toby Green taking over the mantle of most goals ever as a Giant.
Oh, we
from Jeremy Cameron. So nice little,
pretty good
nice little record for him. And shout out to these two teams for their colour matchup.
Yes,
white shorts are not the issue as long as they fit the kit.
Correct.
You know, if Carlton wants to wear white shorts because they're wearing their white tops, great. Mm-hmm. They can be the navy whites for all I care. But guess what? White's one of their colours. The other is obviously navy blue.
Is it?
That's what they like to call themselves.
Yeah, wild.
But yeah, you know, home team, white shorts because it fit the kit. Brisbane Lions, maroon shorts, maroon kit.
Makes dollars. I would like to shout out both these teams because they got the previous Giants high score quarter was the Giants against Brisbane like a decade ago. So
Yep.
that's pretty cool. Cute little fun fact there. Something cyclical or whatnot. And I thought I had another stat for this game, but I can't find it anymore. So just forget I said anything.
Okay.
Thanks.
Can do. Happy to move on.
Yes, please.
To the last game of the round and only second game on Sunday because they decided to play 2 games in the afternoon on Saturday.
And 2 games on Friday night.
And 2 games Friday night. Western Bulldogs 14-9-93. That's a marvel. Melbourne Demons 13-12-90 kicky goals.
Absolutely kicky goals moment, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I didn't watch this.
I watched a bit of it. The Dogs just outplayed them.
Which
and
is
almost got it done, but they just outplayed them.
It's wild that you can make the outplay them call and only won by 3.
Yeah.
What, did it feel like they were just in control the whole game?
They got up in the first half and then started dwindling a bit sort of partway through the third quarter.
Mm.
It wasn't a huge lead, but it was definitely tight throughout, and obviously definitely tight towards the end. But
Yeah.
they just, I think, like looking at the stats, it's like Dogs doing the thing where they just possess the ball. All their top guys. Bailey Dale loves the footy. I think he obviously didn't get anywhere near his record, but I think his PB is like 49 or something stupid.
He will happily kick the ball 27 times across the defensive 50 in a game.
Yeah. Ed Richards, 30. Sanders, 30. Bont, 29, 2 goals. Bont's going to be doing that, isn't he? Ed Richards had 30 and 3, so, 3 votes there, probably.
Bont's going to be disappointed.
But
Ed Richards also gained way more meters this game as opposed to Bont too. Because I was just looking over their meters gained for their highest disposals players, and they're all way lower than you'd probably expect for some with 31 touches.
Yeah.
Highest on the ground. No surprise, Ed Richards.
Yeah, pretty good. So the players that the Dogs do still have healthy stood up.
They're still good players.
Simple as that. Still good players. They might have to start losing a few more if they're going to come all the way down in 13th, like I've predicted them to. But who knows? They could cause some upsets.
Yeah, look, they'll probably lose a few more. I'm not sure about how many, a few more, but they'll probably lose a few more.
Yeah, probably.
Demons are one of those teams where I think at the moment, if their play style happens to work on you, they will have a great day. But they're not the mature team that can work their way through problems necessarily, I don't think.
I feel that's a good take. Jay Cleaver went out in this game with concussion. I think that was probably a big one when it comes down to the crunch. Probably your best defender in the team.
How far through? I don't have that.
See if I can find it. Out for 1 to 2 weeks, obviously.
Because he didn't. The Dogs really slowed up on the goal front in the last quarter. So I was going to say, if he went off before the last quarter, I guess it didn't. He had more impact on the bench.
Halfway through the last quarter.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only had the one goal after he went off. Then really, the Joel Fraser goal.
Yep. One and a bit, but it doesn't help losing a guy like that in the crunch.
No, it doesn't at all.
Either way, didn't help the tips.
Nothing fucking helped the tips this game. No, this week, sorry, I should say.
Right,
ridiculous.
Recap. I mentioned I'd very won by 30. Nice little addition for me. You had the Lions who lost by 78. Big double loss for you. It's a big one in the way of swings.
Totally forgot about that. I was so excited for GWS smacking them too.
Yeah.
That quarter, I really enjoyed how many goals were in that quarter. I forgot that I fucking shoot them.
So I got 10 wins. You've got 9. My margin is 310 and yours is now 250. So that was a big swing for the programs.
I can only imagine someone made $1 billion on GWS this weekend too.
Surely. One person.
There's always one.
Yeah.
I still have more wins than the Hawthorn Football Club, so that's good. Means I'm still in for finals.
Yep.
Jeez. Oh. Shall we tip then?
Yeah. Might as well.
Thursday night, back-to-back Thursdays. It's the police memorial or whatever game.
Oh, okay.
St Kilda Hawthorn.
At Marvel.
At Marvel. It's Hawthorn.
Yep. Going to be
Hawthorn
Hawthorn.
will win. Yep. Jack Gunston and Scrimshaw a test this week. So, love that for us.
Could be good.
Friday night, Carlton paying way too little to beat Geelong. Geelong are going to whack them at the MCG at 7:40 p.m.
Yep. Carlton 360. That's not enough. It's going to be Geelong.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the AFL schedule looks a lot better in bye rounds. Those are the only 2 Thursday and Friday night games. Saturday, 1:15 p.m, Swans Richmond. Swans
by
trillion.
100?
Trillion.
100 trillion.
Trillion and a half. They got no ruckman.
True.
Brody
99%
Grundy
of
legacy
people
game.
have tipped us on so far.
Brody Grundy, I'm not sure if there'll be enough. Actually, I was going to say something about hit-outs, but I'm not sure if there'll be enough ruck contests around the ground. So just, I guess, 1 per goal Sydney kick. That's probably, 25 hit-outs?
Yep. They don't have any hit-out markets yet, or they're blanked out on Sportsbet. They might not do any, I would dare say.
Too difficult.
Yeah. As far as fantasy points are concerned, AFL Fantasy, $1.51 for 130 plus fantasy points. Last 5 for Grundy are 80, 161, 54, 128, 116. So not a lot of juice there for the fantasy players.
161 was against
2 weeks ago.
Collingwood ruckman for half a game. So you can imagine if you just extrapolate that to a full game of footy, he's hitting 200 fantasy points this weekend.
Yeah, hit-outs you don't get a lot, though. You got to get that, like he had 46.
He's going to rip it out of the ruck forward 50 and kick 17 goals.
34 disposals and 1 goal, 1. And 12 clearances
Is Tom
himself.
Lynch back in? Or is his voice still sore?
I don't think so.
They're so fucked. Their forward 50 ruck work is going to have to be... I don't know. Noah Bolter might be running up and down the ground all game to do ruck contests.
Probably will, actually.
Richmond lose by $1 billion easily.
Tom Lynch, TBC. Yep. 100 plus. Line, minus 60.5 for anyone interested.
Sheesh.
Probably take that.
Hammer the over.
Here's a test for the Gabatoir. Brisbane Fremantle.
I'm going to go ahead and take Freo.
Brisbane slight favourite still.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Like, I'd love to see Freo lose here. So I'm going to tip them because I don't know
tip
how
Fremantle.
Yeah, I don't think the way Brisbane played last week against moderately stinky Giants is kind of wild. No,
The odds don't seem right, do they? Fremantle's won 10 in a row, but it's a long flight to Brisbane. They've got to have
fucking honey
training, surely.
Sorry, they weren't at the honey hole, were they? They were just at the G spot.
They're at the G spot.
No, they weren't.
No. Freo were at home.
The Lions. The Lions are coming back from travel.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of potential.
Night.
Yeah. Well, they would have fucking.
It was early afternoon that game.
Hoods on straight out.
Morning.
Yeah.
The odds telling us something. Mouthguard's out at training. Big rev up from Fagan. How can you be underdog 10 wins in a row, top of the ladder?
I'm picking Freo. I'm not talking myself out of that.
The odds don't make sense. That's my worry.
No. I know better than bookmakers do. You can take that to the bank. They've asked AI to give them a summary here, and they've gone, Brisbane have won 2 premierships in a row. No worries, they'll win this game.
I mean, checks out. That's how the preseason predictions work.
Yeah.
Pearce test cleared to return. Hayden Young test from concussion.
Was the concussion from last week? Did he play last week?
No, he missed last week.
Then they'll be fine.
Yeah. Missed 2 matches with concussion after a training incident. Sean Darcy hasn't played since round 5.
Been up and down anyway, so...
Yeah, he's good when he's back, though. Sean Darcy may need to go back through the waffle. Doesn't matter. They have double ruck anyway.
Yeah.
Freo.
Yeah.
I think if Alex Pearce gets confirmed, I think if Alex Pearce, Hayden Young are both back in, those odds will flip. Get in
early, kids.
Yeah. Buy high. Sell low. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, where are we up to?
Oh, a rare Collingwood travel game. They travel to Marvel Stadium to play the Western Bulldogs.
Getting the tram. Doggy's favourites here. Lots of injuries with the Pies. Big emotional letdown spot after a big occasion.
The no ruckman situation. No, they've got a ruckman again, don't they? I lied.
Yeah.
I've already bet against the odds once this week. I can't do it again.
No. Take the dogs.
It's the dogs. Yeah.
Take a look if there's anyone on the cusp of coming back in for the dogs.
Oh, there's an upcoming system pick.
Cody Waitman a test, but expecting to need 1 more week of full training.
Yeah.
Dogs. All right.
Sunday, Melbourne TIO Traeger Park against GWS.
Oh, in the red centre.
In the red centre. System pick here. Giants form guide. Win, loss, win, loss, win. So this one's going to be a loss for them. It's Melbourne. Yeah.
It's going to be Melbourne. Not a lot of water out at Alice Springs. Despite the name.
Not good. And it's 2 seasons out there. Wet and dry. Going into dry.
Going into dry.
Or already in dry.
Yeah. Not currently wet.
No.
Is what's important. Demons it is. And new coach bounce. Brad Scott sacked finally. Dean Solomon coming in to take over the reins as interim coach. West Coast Eagles hosting Essendon Bombers. Real deal stinking toilet bowl at 7:20 p.m. on a Sunday night.
I couldn't think of a better time to put this. It's West Coast.
You got to take the Eagles. They're actually
you have to
okay-ish form. They're playing all right, playing for each other.
Whereas the only thing I'd be taking on the Bombers is new coach bounce, which is not enough for them.
It's not enough. The system has paid off. This is going to fall on the other side of the 50-50 of the new coach bounce wins.
Facts.
Yeah. We've had the one this year.
Yep.
I do wonder if there's any futures on no more wins for the season.
Oh, that'd be wild.
Yeah.
You'd kind of hate betting. That's like betting the under, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a it's a nervous pick. That's for sure.
That's tough. That
the for the Wooden Spoon Tigers currently have a game in hand. Odds are Essendon $1.72 Wooden Spoon. I feel like that's almost not a bad shout as a future. We've run through it. Those two teams don't play each other again. West Coast current form versus Bombers current form. New coach Boutson's going to get them there. I don't. If you think they're not going to win another game, I think that's the pick for you. Wooden Spoon.
they're really probably not going to do it.
No. Current form, no. All right. And on a bye this week, Adelaide, Gold Coast, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide. So both Adelaide teams and both teams two teams who at one point played home games at Carrara Stadium.
Niche. Nice.
Yep. Now, shoe-in of the week. You have first pick. Safe to say, we cannot pick Sydney Swans.
I'm going to go ahead and take Geelong.
Smart choice.
Yeah.
Geelong. And I will take money where my mouth is, West Coast Eagles.
Holy shit. Waiting until Sunday. Bold move, Cotton.
I'm going to have to stay up until 10:30 Sunday night.
Well, it's 10:45 on a Tuesday right now, so you're in for a fucking treat, aren't you?
I'll be all right then, won't I?
Yeah.
It was either
at this point.
Yeah, it was either going to be Hawks or that one.
I didn't choose Hawks just in case of the emotional hedge. Yeah.
Sure. We'd have to. I think we'd have to search back in the archives to figure out last time someone picked West Coast as a shoe-in.
I legitimately am not sure if it's ever happened.
STB historians help us out on that one.
I'm willing to bet it hasn't, given how
the
bad
time
West Coast period of the pod. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Although maybe it has. I think we're going to have to check. We are going to have to check the archives. We'll get.
Yep.
We'll get Zach onto it. He's got one of those memories. He's got one of those, forever quoting Simpsons brains. So hopefully he can forever quote us on the way through.
Maybe I can ask Gemini.
I'm not sure if Gemini's listen to us. We'd have more listens.
Yeah, but it might be able to analyse the tips sheets for us.
Oh, have a suss, yeah.
Yeah, might be the way to do it. There you go, Zach. There's your homework for the weekend.
Crack in, mate.
Crack in. Thank you.
Well, that's the tips.
That's the tips. Bit of footy news. Obviously, kicking off with some sad footy news of passing away of Neil Danaher. Great footy person, better person, I would dare say. Leading the fight against MND, passing away on Monday at the age of 65. So, sad news for the footy world. Condolences have been shared all across Australia. 2025 Australian of the Year, on top of his many, many plaudits as a football person.
Yep.
Obviously, some equally sad news of Jai Arrow, NRL player, state of origin player, being diagnosed with M&D this past week too. So tough week for that crowd, but coming up, King's birthday weekend. Big Freeze 12, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Buy your beanies, buy your virtual beanies, buy your caps in the warmer states. I think I'll be getting a cap.
You can get a beanie. You can put up with wearing a beanie.
Could also get a beanie. I'll add it to one of 4 beanies. I've got a beanie up here.
You can get it from all good participating service stations.
Yep.
Caltex,
Coles?
I think it is.
Bunnings?
Yeah, Coles. I think Bunnings might have something else you can get.
Yeah, I have some buckets that I've used for chicken waterers. I got them last year, discount after the event.
And this year you're going to buy them before the event in order to support them more.
20 litre buckets. Yes, correct. Yeah, get your stuff. I'll add another beanie to my beanie collection. So I've got one beanie for every day that it's cold enough to wear a beanie here.
That's pretty good. That's nice.
Yep. So, yeah. Thank you. Question mark.
No worries.
News from this morning.
The Scotlanding.
Yeah, Brad Scott confirmed sacked as Essendon senior coach. Dean Solomon, who was on the board, not an assistant coach currently, but previous assistant coach, taken over for the interim.
Just kind of gross timing.
Not
given
great.
The whole club legend thing.
Yeah,
passing
not great.
away today.
They had this discussion on ABC AFL Daily that perhaps this decision was made on Sunday, and then with the news that came out on Monday, they were like, "Oh, this isn't great. Not great timing. Let's at least hold it for a day."
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Best case.
In other shit news on the whole Essendon Football Club thing, James Hird is not opposed to picking up the coaching reins.
Again, open to it?
Yeah. I'm not open to it.
The problem they have is he will always be the shadowy figure stand on the outside, and Essendon people will be supportive of him have another crack.
Yeah, well, he'll be the dude standing in the trench coat in the locker room saying, "Hey, you kids want some drugs?"
Yes.
Jacob sent through a thing. It was an interview with a mother of one of the players during the drug debacle.
Mm-hmm.
Basically along the lines of, she stayed anonymous, but that James Hird had, this is from 2013, mind you, James Hird had essentially lost sight of who the real victims are in the whole thing, which was the players. Ultimately, he should have been looking after the players' well-being. And as a player, you do, or at least at a club that's functioning well, and by that I mean winning games, you do kind of put trust in your coach. Don't think anyone had trust in Brad Scott at the end, but if you're winning games and your coach tells you to do a couple of PDEs, PEDs,
yep.
PEDs, then you're probably gonna listen to him, aren't you?
Probably. Just trying to find.
Sorry, when he's also previous club legend as well, I should probably say.
Yes.
At that point, he's got multiple credentials that kind of carry a bit of weight in the club.
Yep, agree. Just trying to see. can't be bothered looking any further for Brad Scott's record at Essendon. Not great. 1-10 this year so far. One win out of the past 24 matches. So his overall percentage can't be too crash hot, I imagine.
Not great. Essendon Bombers, 80 matches, 50 losses. Somehow that would kind of line up that they somehow have
won some games.
Worse, no?
Yeah.
Wow. It was him. He was the problem. There you go.
Yep.
They could have timed their new coach bounce better, but it is what it is.
Yes. Can't win them all.
Should have new coach bounced it last week. Anyway.
Probably.
I'm just going to quickly change my camera background back to Will Day's VFL return.
Excellent.
Which he actually logged some pretty lethal statistics for a, just return to football. We're talking like, I think it was like 6 tackles. He was he didn't play whole game time, but he was chasing people down, winning a bit of ball, and hasn't pulled up on the injury list this week. So that's positive, I think.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. But yeah, Manly knows how to play football one way. First game in a long time, and he's out here chasing down and tackling people. So you love to see it. Mm-hmm. Given that this last issue was just shoulder, he's been saying that his conditioning's actually been pretty good because obviously he could still do conditioning.
Yep.
So that's nice. I don't really want to touch on the interchange debacle anymore now that we're already kind of running pretty late.
That's fine. There was complaints about Hawks interchange. AFL confirmed it was fine.
Did they confirm it?
Yeah, I saw it earlier this evening. Essentially, they said the interchange official had Hawks on 74 interchanges before the interchange was made.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
and then they said, we won't be talking about it anymore. End of story.
This was, of course, originally, put to the media by son of ex-Collingwood CEO, chairman, not CEO,
whatever. Chairman.
Eddie Maguire. So son of Xander. Xander Maguire is the son. If that's not biased journalism, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
because he was flat out. Him and Kane Corns were flat out asking for the AFL to change the result.
Well, they looked into it and they said they were on 74 before he went on the ground.
And even at that point, I think you've got to use the rule of common sense in the way that the interchange happens during Dylan Moore's attempt at goal. Well, immediately before, I should say. His attempt at goal actually happens after the siren.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna change something like that, it really shouldn't have any impact on the game. That's just silly. If we wanted to do anything else, we can go back. I can scrub the footage in that game and find that holding the ball call that Wizard got that wasn't paid holding the ball against Frampton.
Yep.
Maybe we can replay the whole game from that moment and see how differently it happens. I just think it's a dangerous precedent to change results.
They never will, and they never should.
Yeah. No, and I think it's just a problem with journalism today is just asking for stupid, ridiculous things to get some stupid, ridiculous headline.
Yeah, correct. Clearly a slow news day, week, whatever, leading up to that point.
What would you believe it was a fucking Tuesday?
Yeah.
not much AFL happens on a Tuesday, except, I don't know, a whole coach got fired and a legend of the game and M&D research died yesterday. So arguably they could have talked about literally fucking anything else.
Yep, correct.
Pricks. Kane Corns is back in the prick basket. He was growing on me there for a bit. Unlucky champ.
Yep.
I've got a quick Scott Pendlebury stat that I meant to bring up earlier. Very quick. You'll appreciate this. He's played 90.7 of Collingwood's MCG games since being drafted, making it only his 6th favourite ground on percentage.
Yeah, right.
So, since he was drafted, Collingwood have played 10 games at ANZ Stadium.
Right.
He played in all 10, so that's 100% of those games, making it its tied favourite ground with Metricon Stadium, where they've played 10 games since he's been drafted, and he played all 10.
Now, the also great, excellent. This is from Useless AFL Stats, is it not?
You're goddamn right.
Yeah, I thought I saw this. Now, my gripe with this is it's not hard to just use the stadium names that aren't the commercial names, and then you just know what stadium it is. ANZ Stadium's a tricky one because
ANZ is a tough one.
I don't think it doesn't technically exist anymore, does it? Did they knock it down or did they rebuild it for?
It's Accor, which is
yes, Sydney Football Stadium, I believe it is.
Which is
is the actual name.
The rectangular. Actually, no, this thing's still ovular, but it's only rectangular sports are played there now, I think.
Yes, correct. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought all the games back to the SCG. Carrara Stadium. Just say Carrara.
Yeah, I don't know what
it's been 3 or 2 different names since the name that's on that list.
Yeah, I have a feeling they just went with... I was going to say earliest name.
Yeah,
since when he was drafted, potentially.
Yeah, what it was called when he first played there.
Marvel's always been... No, it hasn't?
No.
Yeah, so everything else kind of...
That's why I thought it was weird.
And then
I was
you
like,
get
Marvel's on the list.
Also Giant Stadium. I don't think it's always been Giant Stadium.
No,
actually. So sorry, I thought I picked out the one outlier, and then realized it's a Swiss cheese. It's an absolute Swiss cheese of it.
Useless list thing from Useless AFL Stats. Either
Weird
way, continue through the list.
Sorry, so tied third on percentage is Giant Stadium, but he's only played 9 out of 9 games there.
Yep.
So that is technically his. It's the third favourite. Subiaco, he's played 12 out of 13. SCG 10 out of 11, and then of course the MCG 273 out of a possible 301. Gabba 21 out of 24. Marvel 56 out of 67.
Nice one.
Adelaide Oval 14 out of 17. Football Park. How's that for a shout? 8 out of 10.
Yep.
And then Optus Stadium 9 out of 12.
Yep.
Now,
nice.
If Football Park isn't the most ABC, non-commercial broadcast name of all time.
Yeah, I suppose. That was just the Adelaide Stadium, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Before they refurbed Adelaide Oval.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I mean, those numbers alone, I think, kind of show just the second number, as in not the games he's played, but the other is just how little Collingwood Football Club has moved in his 433 game career.
Yeah.
Insane.
I think some other stats, I think he's played in front of like 3 million more people than the next highest player, like 3 million more spectators.
That's wild.
So
well,
it's like 23 million or something like that, fans.
Boomer played for North, so...
Yeah, so tough times. But I think another one was like of his games, like 250 of them have been in front of 50,000 people or more.
Wild.
Which is, crazy considering there's not that many stadiums outside of Melbourne that hold that many.
That's insanity. There's also a lot of comments on this about how he's not played at X ground.
Yeah. Geelong, Tasmania.
Geelong wild. Tassie totally okay with. Like,
sure,
that's fine. The first time Nick Dacos plays in Tasmania might also be when he's playing for them. But there's a good one here saying the last time Collingwood played at Cardinia Park, the best on ground won a carton of Winnie Blues. Just to try and place that in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there you go. Wild stat. I'm done on stats now.
Okay.
Finally. Cool. And we've come to the end of the Premier League season and the end of the episode.
It's football, isn't it?
Where it's football time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already been going for 2 hours and 56 minutes. So once again, here's my rapid fire on the football stats that you need to know this week. We're absolutely not going to do the season review, except that I said Liverpool were going to win and they didn't. Unlucky, tough pickies. Kingsley Coman might be the GOAT. I think I've talked about him maybe for the last 2 or 3 seasons. He has once again continued his record of winning a trophy in every single season that he's played in.
Right.
He's getting older now, so I will allow that this particular trophy is the Saudi Pro League Championship trophy.
He's 29.
Yeah. As a winger, that's like you have that, and his whole thing was being quick, so I will allow that.
Okay.
Given that his first league trophy was in 2013, that is 14 consecutive seasons.
Pretty good.
With a trophy.
Yeah.
So pretty wild. He may be the GOAT. Speaking of GOATs, Virgil van Dijk is the only player this Premier League season to play every single minute.
Wow, really?
GOAT shit.
That's crazy.
No wonder man looked tired after he said goodbye to Robbo and Mo, which is also just... I'm going to miss Andy Robertson so much. He's potentially the funniest man in football. I don't want him to go anywhere else. I hope he just retires. Just pack it up, mate. Live in Liverpool for the rest of your life. Mo should do the same, but I think he probably still wants to play international. So I think so does fucking Robbo. So it's all tough pickies, isn't it? I don't want to see them in other uniforms. They've been there for 9 seasons.
Mm.
Part of the furniture. But speaking of Mo, how's that for a segue? He assisted Liverpool's 1 goal against Brentford on the final day, which means he is now the record holder for most assists for Liverpool.
Oh wow!
He was tied with Steven Gerrard.
Very cool.
But he pipped it on the final day. Actually, that might have just been a season record. No, it was like 57. There's no way we scored 57 goals this season, let alone... How's that for a funny one? Good one. Nice self-deprecating burn there. Yeah, Liverpool all-time Premier League assist record. Never mind, it was 93. So pretty good. In his final appearance, pips the record. Pretty crazy. And I got no good segue for this one. we are now done with the Premier League era of having gambling sponsors on the front of the shirts.
Oh,
Yep. As of the final match day finishing, Premier League shirts are no longer allowed to have a big Bet63 ad on the front of them. Thank fuck.
good.
Bring back full fat Premier League shirts. Bring back the good old days. Give me Carlsberg.
Yeah, give me big beer sponsor. Insert big beer sponsor here.
Because otherwise, this is going to, like, they advertise anyway. Just put Heineken 0.0 on it like they do at the F1 to get it. That's literally the only reason that Heineken makes zero alcohol beer is so they can sponsor all these events and get through the loophole.
Yeah.
And because they sell it still. Like, people buy it. Like, I buy it. But, like, I'm almost willing to bet that they make more money by advertising their other products on the TV by using the Heineken Zero. And the final extremely niche bit of football news is the Venn diagram of James Sicily and, like, I don't know, FIFA 2014. So, are you aware of the footballer El Shawari?
I've heard the name.
Yep. So he is one of the goats of FIFA Ultimate Team.
Okay.
In the way that his card was always really good when he was in his prime. We're talking like good weak foot, good skill moves. He was just so, like, any FIFA YouTuber that was playing FIFA a decade ago would love this bloke. James Sicily shared to his story, El Shawari. I'm not sure if he went back to Roma or if maybe it was his first start for Roma in a while or something. And I was like, oh, there's no way that he's like a Roma fan. I actually think James Sicily is just like a FIFA 2014 fiend.
Nice.
Man knows ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it for football, innit?
Yeah, cool.
Except for, like, the season's over and, you know, Liverpool made Champions League and whatever, but, like, and two of my favourite players are leaving, but, like, I'm okay.
Other than that, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. Excellent. Let's flip a coin, shall we?
Zach's going to be so excited.
Oh, yeah. 3 hours again. A treat.
It's 11:11, make a wish.
Oh, well, I wish I
Whose flip?
fucking win lotto. My flip.
Okay.
Ping. Tails. Oh, yes.
We're so on.
We're back.
Were we back? Were we not back last week? Did I lose last week?
No, you won last week. We are
So we're
back.
not
You
back.
were back last week. We're back.
Oh, okay. So we've got a streak of 2.
Streak of 2. Got a streak going.
Goat shit.
5 from last 6.
Yeah. That's pretty... It's a good form guide.
8 from the last 10. We won't go back further than that.
No, it's for the best.
Yeah. Not bad. We are, if I add the 2 missing ones, which is a win and a loss, I believe we know that Jacob is 100% and Zach is 0%.
And unfortunately, neither of them can come back on the show and do a guest flip ever again because it's just the perfect meme at this point.
Yep. So, as a pod, we are 91 and 88.
We've hit the redemption streak a little bit. That's nice.
Yep. Still on the positive.
Love to see it. We were almost negative or negative there for a bit, so that is actually good.
Yeah. It, it's for those wondering, it's 80 heads and 99 tails.
It is wild. Wait, of correct choices or results.
Results.
So it has landed heads 80 times and 99 times tails.
Yep.
Wild.
My
You've been
pick
playing
of-
with the sliders, I'm telling you.
Yep, exactly.
That's legitimately insane that after that many flips, we still haven't like remotely evened out. Like that's almost a 20% differential.
Yeah. And here's a wild stat. These are for the, real end of show nerds. Of the picks that we've made, heads has been picked 100 times and tails has been picked 79 times. So it's almost the exact inverse of the results.
inverse. That's fucking insane. You can't make this shit up.
Not bad. Which is 46 wins as a head and 54 losses, or 45 wins as a tail and 34 losses.
I'm just so bad at this.
So when
whole
heads is
flipping
picked,
coin thing.
it wins 46% of the time.
Which, in case you're wondering, I believe that's Brad Scott's coaching lifetime win percentage, 46.5%.
Very good.
I'm the Brad Scott of flipping a coin.
Great. You just come in, ruin the culture, win less than half.
Hey, at least I'm not Brad Scott at Essendon yet. This is including his 10-year stint at North Melbourne, mind you,
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
where his win percentage was 50% over 200 games.
Okay.
I still have time for redemption.
Yep. Fair enough. All right. Excellent. Well, see you next week.
Back to potting at the real desk. So for all of you watching on YouTube that have really enjoyed the background replacement slideshow, sorry about it. I mean, I have the technical ability to do it when I'm at home, but I just don't feel the need, So cheerio.